of course, treat us with his powerful display, and we are not also mindful of our cultural display from fashion, design, and printing technology. These young women and men will also treat us to very serious entertainment, and I appreciate them for the ability to prepare within a very short time. We also have the representative of the Blue Tag. The managing director of Blue Tag is here, and we appreciate you. Thank you very much for coming around. Well, our very distinguished principal officers of the Institute, those who work hand in glove around the clock to ensure that what we are doing is a reality, are here. We have the AG Registrar, Mrs. Patricia Ozani, the Associate Professor. We appreciate you. We have the AG Chief Librarian here also in the person of Dr. Hyacinth Ogudu. We have the AG Bossa. All of them are looking excellently. High Excellency, we appreciate you for coming around. We have the AG DWS in the person of Engineer Cyril Okorowo. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Father of 4G, please just get ready. The moment our dignitaries step into this main bowl, we start this function with an opening prayer coming from you. And then the DJ, please, I am sure you are ready with our anthems. Are you ready? Please, get them ready. Please, the moment the rector comes in, I will urge all of us to stand up for the opening prayer and the anthems as indicated in the program. For those who are in charge of cola, please get it ready. Ensure that the cola is very close to us. We wouldn't want to waste time, asking for cola. And shortly after the presentation of cola, the saxophonist should be ready. Please, I know that you have our program booklet. So please just look at what you have to do and be ready for it. Now, of course, the rector is ready with his opening remarks, and we are not going to waste time with that. The short documentary, I guess, is ready. A reflection on IMT journey, and I guess they are ready with it. Now, I will urge the panelists, please, to be prepared. Yes, the first section, yes. Number 9 and number 11, please. Now, it is important for me at this point to let us know that one of the major highlights of today's interactive section is with our retired and still serving staff. Very senior, very experienced, very knowledgeable with what you call today the IMT. We are going to have an interactive section with them, for them to share their experiences. Part of the reason why we decided to do this is that until you know where you're coming from, it may be very difficult for you to understand where you're going. So we have invited very distinguished retired staff of this institute and those who are still serving to come and share their experiences with us. We are honored to have them, and I know that by virtue of their experience, their knowledge, their understanding of this institute, they are going to inspire us. Now, we will be looking at who they are, their position while in service, or even currently for those that are still serving. We will look at when they joined the IMT, what their experiences were then. We will also consider, their most memorable experience, what major challenges they encountered in the course of the service with the Institute. We'll be looking at the values they believe that members of staff had in the past and should have even now, and then be able to project into the future. As we celebrate the Founders Day, we will expect them to share with us their hopes for the Institute, their goodwill, and what they like us to do and do better. So for those of them who will be performing big tasks, please just get ready to share your experiences with us. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's a nice day. The first day of July 2026. IMT was born this same day in 1973. And we are 53. So IMT is a full-blown adult with all the things that a man is known for. And then you can agree with me that IMT has it all. Every day I share my experience with this institute. I'll tell people that IMT is as big as Nigeria. The simple reason is that there's no place you will go that you won't find a graduate of this institute. And they are not just small people, they are bigger boys in the society. So we are proud to be part of this institution. No, there's nothing to complain about, no regret at all. So if you are a student, please be proud to be a product of this very great institute. We're everywhere. All you need to do is get yourself prepared to be part of the larger Nigeria. And then when you tell them where you're coming from, they will know that you understand what you're doing. Thank you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, for coming around. DJ, please, can you serve us some, just very fine menu from the music side. Thank you. All right. May we be upstanding for... Okay. May we be upstanding for... The house is called to order. Can we all be upstanding? Please, Reverend Father Forgy, please.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Father Lord, we thank you graciously for this great day, the first day of a new month. 7th always represent state of multiplication and blessings. We are gathered in your name, Heavenly Father. Look upon us, because we are handing over this day unto you. This very instant unto you. Look unto all those managing the institutes, old and new. As we are gathered today to celebrate this day, may your favor follow us. May you sustain us. May Heavenly Father, in your blessings, give us all that we need to be happy and move on with this very good institute. And at the end, use heavenly reward to bless us through Christ our Lord. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Please, anthem, be standing still, please. nationality anthem, first stanza, please. It's on the program, please. The second page. All right, we can sit down while we take the hymn first and fourth one. Let them, no, just. Birthday. In fact, it's a birthday celebration, and we need to invite God in all this. It's not by our strength, it's not by our power that we are witnesses for today's event, that we are part of today's event. I mean, we have every cause to thank God and thank Him even better. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Kene, for that presentation. Again, I want to thank everyone for coming around. First, may we appreciate God again for the grace of this morning. At this point, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to recognize and welcome to this ceremony the distinguished Commissioner for Trade, Investment and Industry, who has helped us this morning to unveil our tissue factory. He's a man you know very well, very experienced in politics, very experienced also in business, very experienced also in administration. And today is the Honorable Commissioner for Ministry of Trade, Investment and Industry in the person of Honorable Dr. Sam Obunwobodo. You are welcome. A round of applause for him, distinguished please. Also in our midst is another wonderful partner, a friend of the Institute. Incidentally, the Chairman, House Committee on Education. So he is our supervisor. And I'm not surprised that he's here this morning. He has always been here with us every time we call him. And it's my pleasure to recognize and welcome Honorable Osita Eze. Kusenu na aka ike nwere ihe ji anyị n'aka biko nu. Ọ dịrọkwa izi win election na Nigeria. Isikwa na ọ dị izi je try ya. Biko kwanu ejikwe mwa ya ekwu ya ka ọ bakwa anyị ntị. Isi na ọ dị izi ijeze election. I survive anata akwọrọ gị aka. Again, we have also in our midst the MD of Uli Furniture. You know, Mrs. Vanessa Obiozo is here. She has always been around each time we have a ceremony to perform. Mrs. Obiozo, please, we appreciate you. Now, Director, sir, in the night, I sent you a message to let you know that the man who made this institute possible, the pioneer rector, in the person of late Professor Mark Chijoke, that the wife indicated very strong interest to be part of today's event. And of course, she made due that promise. Her major worry was, you know, where are we going to celebrate this function because of her, condition that she won't be able to climb the stage. And I said, ma, don't worry, it's going to be in our International Conference Center. And that's a place you would like to be. And she said, good. Today, even before we stepped into this place, she was already here. And it's important we appreciate her especially. I mean, behind every successful man, there is always a woman. I am sure that the husband succeeded well here because she was behind him. And this history cannot be complete if we don't appreciate this woman. So, Mrs. Allen Mark Chijoke, I appreciate you for coming around. There's also a very important woman again in our midst. You know, we were told some time ago by the Dean Faculty of Arts, Design and Printing Technology, Dr. Ayo, that there is this one friend of the art. You know, you mention art in Nigeria. You can't skip his name. Late Carlo. Okay, Elder K.U.K. Carlo. Sorry. Now, the wife is here. The Elder K.U.K. Carlo is not just a friend of the institute. Coincidentally, the wife worked with us and retired as deputy registrar. I mean, and she is here equally to grace this occasion. So the truth of the matter is that if there is anybody that will tell us more about that, she's one. And we can't help but experience IMT again from her. You know, her wealth of knowledge, her deep understanding of the configuration of IMT. You know, the dynamics with which IMT began its journey in 1973. She is here to tell us more, and we appreciate her for coming. Mrs. Carlos, you're welcome, and again, welcome to the Institute. It's a home for you, and I'm sure that you are not strange to what we are doing here. IMT is not strange to you because you have a perfect understanding of what IMT stands for. Thank you again for coming around. Now, let me welcome very distinguished men and women that are also here, and for one of time, I may not be calling everybody by name, so if I recognize you, please do appreciate that. For our distinguished Dean of Faculties, calling you, all of you, by names may be very difficult for me at this point, because time is not my friend. And I wish to start by recognizing the distinguished principal officers. We have here the 6 of them, led by our own man, the mastermind, the man who has designed and redesigned the picture of IFT. You know, when you hear certain slogan, it's associated with him. If you hear one diploma, one scale, is about director. You know, and this idea of one diploma, one scale, has entered our bloodstream. It is like an intravenous injection, which every one of us, both staff and students, have received. That all we think of now is the issue of scale. Understanding that there is a gap between the town and the gown, like the record will say. So I wish at this point to appreciate the leader of this group. It's a 6-man group, but we have a leader. And that leader is our own, a professor of law. You know, a professor is a teacher of all teachers. You know, the highest teacher in the university is a professor. Distinguished friends, guests, ladies and gentlemen, join me at this point to welcome the rector of the institute, the person of Professor Rosier Sunday Obodo. Permit me at this point to recognize of his deputy. Yes, no, he's not seated. He keeps walking around me because he knows that if he leaves me, maybe some things will spoil. But he wouldn't let that happen. And that's why he's behind me. He's not my ADCO, please don't be taking for that. He's here to make sure that things work according to plans. And that is what he's known for. He's no other person than what? Dr. Emeka Patrick. Permit me to recognize and appreciate the presence of HG Chief Librarian, the person of Dr. Hysen. He's here with us, Oracle. We have entered the rainy season. Don't try to profess anything because you're not going to work. You might finish and rain in the start. So don't talk. Don't tempt God at this point because you will fail. Now, gentlemen and ladies, permit me also to recognize the presence of our bossa, the exchequer, Mrs. Ikeman, FCA. We have in our midst a woman who said she was addressed as a professor because sitting close to a professor for over 1 year plus. If anybody refuses to address her as associate professor, the person will have problem. Permit me to distinguish ladies and gentlemen to recognize this amazing woman. This is Patrick Akosa, associate. And I have again close to her. Suddenly, they have decided to display him because that is all. And that language slogan has to do with the skill with which he executes whatever you have asked him to do. And we know you for that. If you want a job to be done fast, just call upon me. And before you finish, say, consider it all. Distinguished colleagues, join me to recognize and appreciate the presence of Engineer Cyril Otoro. I have another fine gentleman here, a management staff, former this, former that, current coordinator, top-up program, you know, and I wish to when he has to do his speech delivery. And I call him Dr. Ifai Ojobo is here with us. All right, and I have the Director of Student Affairs here, the person of Dr. Jude Ochewa. Permit me to recognize two of our partners who are here. I have the leaders of Q Power. Honorable Kwebu is here with his friend. Engineer Christian Obi. These are members of Q Power. We also have Uncle Sam, the manager of Luther. We have the GIC representative here in the person of Kyrich. We recognize your presence. You're welcome to INT. Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Dean of Faculties, I appreciate you. I have one. I have Kevin, I have Agama, I have Dr. Ona, I have Father Ofoji, Adaike, I have Engineer Timadi, the Mace Diara. Of course, Oko, my chief. You are looking at it to say you are not smiling. You must smile because Jesus loves you. Today is IMT birthday. Barrister Oko, my very senior in the legal profession, please, we appreciate you. We have all the heads of department that are here, and we appreciate you. We have our distinguished students, great IMT students. We love you all. All we want from you is the best. The student union leaders are here. I can't find president. Mr. President, we have the SUG secretary and the vice president that are here, and we appreciate your presence. Thank you very much, and may God bless every one of us. Please, the cola is there, and at this point, I will request that the rector officially present cola to our visitors. And while the rector is doing this, please, man the stage and get it. The rector, sir.
Again, I thank you very much, our very efficient PRO, for a good job. Ndị be anyị ọjị bịanụ, ọjị ndị IMT, anyị ga-evuye nnukwute kọmishọna na nwanne anyị nwoke bụ chairman House Committee on Education. Bụ ndị bịara ịdọnyere anyị ukwu taata, anyị ga-ebunye ha ọjị. Honorable Commissioner, my dear brother, Right Honorable, biko na ọjị IMT bịa, ụnụ na itekwe me? A sị na ọjị eze dị eze n'aka. Anyị nọ na n'ike. Biko, kedu onye n'ike, kedu nwoke n'ike n'ebe a, ya fụta dị? Kedu onye iji nwoke n'ike n'ebe a, ya fụta, ya fụta? Ya bịa n'afọ m ọjị a n'aka. Ọnọwe? Ọ ga-esi n'ihu, ọ ga-esi n'azụ bịa. Ya dị ọgụ ọkọrube, ngwanekwe ahụ, tụfunata anụ m ede.
Samuel, yes, the representative of Luther. Honorable representing Luther.
Yeah, my friend, do you eat cola? Sure. So you take one. Make sure you take it to Germany. Don't eat it alone here. Okay, in Abuja. Make sure you take it to Abuja. Don't eat it alone here. Get me another one. Get me another one. So, you know, we are celebrating our pioneer rector. So I'm going to present this special cola for you, as yes, for the family. Okay? And I'm going to also present another one to you, Mama KUK. Yeah? Yes. So, yeah. Okay, there I'm going.
Ndị be anyị ọjị abịakwanụ mana ọjị enwe n'ọkpa. Ọjị bụ eze mmemme ndị Igbo. Ọjị bụ onye nnabata ndị ọbịa. Onye wetara ọjị o wetara ndụ. Onye wetara n'ọjị o wetara ezigbo iyi. Anyị nọ na mmemme, nnukwu mmemme. Mmemme anyị ji ekete mgbe a mụrụ nnukwu ogige nke na-agụ akwụkwọ na-amụta n'ihe bụ IMT. Nyaba anyị ji gbakọ nke nwa. Chukwu onye kele ihe. Anyị na-asị biko na-enwewo ndị gbadawolu mbọ n'ụwa mgbe onye anụ. Anyị nsịrị n'ime ihe ndị nwụrụ anwụ nabata mkpụrụ obi. Ndị ka ada na ndụ biko gọzie ihe. Nye ha akọ na uche, nye ha ike. Nye bụ ọkụ a ga-enye ọkụ ka ọ hafụ nyekwana gị na ọkụ. Ọzọ dịkwa gị ibe onye ebo. Onye isi anyị na-enekọta anyị nke nwa. Ọ zawala akwa chiwul chienyi. Ihe ọ na-aza bụ gọzie. Chukwu anyị sịrị biko gọzie nyeta, gọzie nye Chine, gọzie nye ụbọchị niile nke ndụ anyị. Mgbe ị na-agọzi ya n'onwe onye, chetakwa anyị. Gọzie anyị bụ ndị ọrụ nke nrụ. Gọzie ụmụ akwụkwọ anyị na-azụ ka ha nwee ike ịdị na-amụta ihe. Ọ ga-abụ mgbe e nọdụrụ nke nrụ n'ọbụlụ ka ha nwee ike ịmụta ihe baala obodo anyị uru, baala ezinụlọ ha uru. Ndị ọbịa bịakwutere anyị, anyị si na ọ ga-adịrị ha ọyị. Anyị si biko nyekwa anyị ihe anyị ka eribu na anyị ji bịa dị nke nrụ. Wefula anyị ihe. Biko Chukwu wefula anyị ihe ka eri anyị. Ọ ka adịla anyị ọyị na Nkwọ. Ọ ka adịla anyị ọyị na Eke. Ọ ka adịla anyị ntị ọyị na Orie. Ọ ka adịla anyị ọyị na Akwụ. Onye kele ihe anyị kekwa hafụda nke nrụ mana anyị na-eche nwa ọjị nwa n'ihu na-asị gọzie nye anyị. Mgbe ọ ka abụrụ anyị taa anya anyị tata ndụ, anyị taa anya anyị tata ọganihu, anyị taa anya anyị tata udo. Enweghị ihe ọzọ na-abụ nke nwa anyị gbakọrọ nke nwa. Anyị si ndị ikwu na ibe anyị bịakwutere anyị. Anyị si na ọkwa he ka eje ana na ọ ga-akọ ha eji bịa. Ibe anyị na anyị kekwa hafụda nke nwa mana because na-asị na ọ bụ na ndị Igbo chi na ọ bụ na agọte ọjị aka na nchinechi ide ndị mma. Onye nwe anyị biko nala ọjị nwa gọzie nye mgbe anyị tala anyị tata ndụ anyị rịọ ọṅụ n'akwa Jizọs Kraịst bụ onye nwe anyị.
All right.
That's for the cola, and we appreciate Ray for performing that task creditably well. The next is the saxophonist. Where are you, please? So please, those in charge of the cola, please ensure you.
Where you go like
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Thank you very much. You will come again and again. You will come again and again. Just abia. This is just testing the microphone. Testing the microphone. Permit me, distinguished friends, guests, ladies and gentlemen, to welcome Mrs. Obio Keke. Obio Keke represents member of the council, Esima, the president of Esima. Obi, please, you're recognized and welcome to IMT. Thank you again for gracing our occasion. Please, while we celebrate, remember that our bread, you can see them by the side. Now we have the rector's order that no other bread should be sold within the campus. It's executive order number 2. Executive order number 2, that no other bread should be sold within the campus. Every other person, please, contraband, don't come into IMT because we have enough to feed ourselves. This one, you know, the students are not even many on campus. If there are many, amen, we can't even feed them. But this is just testing the microphone. The bread is cool. The bread is good. But IGR, I mad bad. You does subscription. Subscription. At least 2 loaves. Because our tissue is also there. Buy 20, take 1 free. Buy 1, take 1 free. Buy 20, take 1 free. Once you buy 20 packs, we'll give you 1. 2,000 per 1. Please. Per pack. 2,000 per pack, please. Very fantastic. They are rolling it out there. Too many of them to sell. Please patronize your own. This is our own. Please do well to patronize that tissue. All right. At this point, we are getting to the high point of the event, and it's important that the chief executive will welcome us in a grand style. And on that note, I want to invite the rector of the institute, Professor Gozie Sondo Obodo, to present his welcome address to us. Thank you very much. A round of applause for him. You can do better than that, gentlemen and ladies.
Piero. Okay, let's start. Let me again welcome and appreciate the presence of my dear brother, who is also the Honorable Commissioner for Trade, Investments, and Industry, Enugu State, Honorable Dr. Barrister Sam Obu Nwobodo Obu. Thank you very much, my brother, for coming. In the same breath, please a round of applause for him again. In the same breath, let me also recognize my very good friend, our steady ally on this journey, Right Honorable Osita Eze, Chairman, House Committee on Education. You are most welcome, sir. You are most welcome. And in the same breath, I I recognize the wife of our pioneer rector, the man who established IMT for us. And I'm happy that she's here to be with us today. For many of you who may not know, she retired as our university librarian from Godfrey Okoye University. My pleasure to welcome Mrs. Chijioke. You're welcome, ma'am. In the same breath, I also welcome another very important guest today, although she retired here as a deputy registrar, and I'm talking about Mrs. Carlo. You are most welcome, ma'am. I have not forgotten, and I cannot forget the managing director of Uli Furniture, our great ally, Mrs. Obiozo is here. You are welcome, ma'am. Our consultants, in the past couple of days, I've been talking about the consultants who helped us to set up our secondary school. He's here today, and I have the distinct pleasure to welcome my brother. We call him CEO, Mr. Chukwuma Okenwa. You are welcome. And my sister, Mrs. Okereke from SCMA is here. Also, you're welcome, my dear. Thank you very much. My principal officers, this is our show, and I want to recognize all of you who are here. All of you who are here from the institutes, librarian, my boss, the associate professor, consider Don Engineer Okoro, Dr. Ojobo, Dean Students Affairs, Okenwa, all our distinguished friends. My dear brother is here, Chief Iloze, Samuel, Blue Tag, you are here. And the very honorable members from Q Power, Chief Ofebu and MD, you are all welcome. I also welcome in a special way all other guests who are here. My deans, heads of departments, directors, all my dear colleagues, you know this is our show. Am I right? And now reserved for the last, but not the least, great IMT students! Greatest IMT students! How many bozas for rector? Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome all of you, our guests. And again, the principal officers, I've recognized all our special friends, but I want to also recognize members of the alumni who are here, our students who are here, our other partners who are here, and indeed every member of the IMT family. I welcome all of you to this historic celebration of the Institute of Management and Technology Enugu's Founders Day 2026. Today is a day of gratitude for us, a day of reflection, a day of renewed commitment. We have gathered not only to commemorate the establishment of this great institute, but also to celebrate the vision, the sacrifices, and the unwavering commitment of the founding fathers whose foresight gave birth to one of Nigeria's foremost institutions of higher learning. On this special occasion, let me in a particular way pay our unqualified, immeasurable gratitude to the pioneer rector of this institute. May his soul continue to rest in peace. Professor Mark Chijioke. And in saying that, may I also crave the indulgence of everybody in this hall to please rise up for 1 minute in observance of 1 minute silence in his honor. Everybody, please. Please, 1 minute silence. All my students, I'm watching you. Please stand up for me, please. I want to see all the students in the back stand up. Where's my chief security officer? Where's the CSO? Please enforce this. Every student must stand. And security men, some of you move to the back. Some of you move to the back. Okay, 1 minute, 1 minute. May the soul of Professor Mark Chijioke and the souls of the faithful departed rest in peace. Amen. We may please sit down. The theme of this year's celebration is captioned Reflections on the IMT Journey. This theme invites us to look back with pride on how far we have come, appreciate those who laid the foundation, and chart a bold course for the future. Over the decades, IMT has produced thousands of graduates who have distinguished themselves in government, industry, entrepreneurship, academia, the media, technology, and virtually every sphere of national development. Our alumni remain our greatest ambassadors, demonstrating that the values of diligence, innovation, and excellence instilled by this institution continue to make a positive impact across Nigeria and beyond. As we celebrate our past, we must equally embrace the future with confidence. Since assuming office in November 2024, our administration has remained committed to repositioning IMT as a modern, globally competitive institution. We have continued to strengthen academic standards, improve the learning environment, enhance staff welfare, promote research and innovation, embrace digital transformation, upgrade our infrastructure, deepen industry partnerships, and restore the values of discipline, accountability, and excellence that define a great institution. Our campaign from inception of the new IMT has tremendously facilitated these institutional ideals. These achievements have only been possible because of the collective support of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Enugu State, our very wonderful management team, the unions, our students, our alumni, the host communities, as well as all our development partners. I sincerely appreciate every individual and organization that has contributed to the progress of the new IMT. Today's program is specially designed to celebrate our rich heritage through the panel discussion, cultural performances, exhibitions, and recognition of distinguished personalities. We shall relive the remarkable story of IMT, honor those who have served with distinction, and inspire the younger generation to uphold the ideals upon which this institution was founded. I wish to particularly acknowledge our pioneer staff, our retired officers, and the oldest serving members of staff whose dedication has shaped the identity and growth of this institution. Your commitment and sacrifices will forever remain part of IMT's history. To our dear students, I encourage you to see yourselves as custodians of the next chapter of IMT's story. The future of this institution rests in your character, creativity, innovation, and determination to excel. Let this celebration inspire you to become worthy ambassadors wherever life takes you. And to our alumni, we appreciate your continued support and urge you to remain active partners in the development of your alma mater. Together, we can build an IMT that remains the pride of Enugu State and a beacon of technological and managerial education in Nigeria and indeed in Africa. As we celebrate today, let us renew our collective commitment to unity, excellence, innovation, integrity, and service. Let us work together to preserve the noble ideals of our founding fathers while building an institution that future generations will be proud to inherit. On behalf of the management and the entire IMT community, I warmly welcome all of you once again to this memorable Founders Day celebration. I wish you all fruitful deliberations, enjoyable interactions, and a rewarding and memorable experience from this event. And on that note, may the good Lord continue to bless our great Institute of Management and Technology, Enugu. May the good Lord continue to bless our dear Enugu State. And may the good Lord also continue to bless our dear Federal Republic of Nigeria. I say again, thank you all for coming. And may the good Lord bless every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Director. You've done good. Of course, doing it again and again is something you know how to do very well. I'm not surprised. You've always lived up to the bidding of your office. At this point, I recognize the presence of Dr. Amaka Ngene. Amaka Ngene is the chairperson, Tibet Board, Enugu. I appreciate your presence. Thank you very much. CEO, you decided to sneak in. You can't. We appreciate your presence here. The founder of our secondary school. We recognize you. Please, can we give the rector another round of applause? Of course. DJ Eyes. You know, the DJ just reminded us of the good old days. You know, very powerful, very solemn. I discovered the rector was enjoying the music, and that's why I kept quiet. I just wanted my rector to appreciate and enjoy the music. And I was also equally enjoying the music. DJ, thank you for that powerful music. Yes, at this point, we are aware that time is running against us. And the Honorable Commissioner wants to leave But of course, we won't allow him to live without a word for us. That's why, at this point, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite the Honorable Commissioner for Trade, Investment and Industry, the person of Honorable Dr. Sam Ubunwobolo. No. Oh, yeah?
Good morning, or rather good afternoon, everyone. The Rector of IMT, management, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please, I seek to rest on what I think the Rector established a very good protocol. I appreciate the Rector and the management or the organizers for the opportunity to be here. It is with immense pride and a deep sense of responsibility that I extend the warmest felicitations of the Ministry of Trade, Investment and Industry of Enugu State to the entire management staff, and I believe council, I'm not sure whether there's a council yet, of this great institution, Institute of Management and Technology, Enugu, on the auspicious occasion of your founder excellence and the entrepreneurial spirit of Nigeria. IMT has consistently lived up to its name, transforming raw talents like what we have here today into formidable human capital. Your graduates are driving industries, pioneering tech startups, running governments, and managing major companies and corporations both locally and globally. However, on moments like this, we must also reflect on some way forward. And I envision that there's a role between government through my ministry and IMT. And that's what I call aligning education with economic growth. In the Ministry of Trade, Investment and Industry, our mandate is clear: to transition the Enugu State into a vibrant private sector-led industrial hub. However, no sustainable economic revolution can happen without a skilled, tech-savvy, business-minded, and entrepreneurial workforce. This is where this school comes in. This is where IMT becomes indispensable. And I use that word with all sense of responsibility. The intersection of management and technology is where the future of global commerce lie. As we aggressively court local and foreign investors to Enugu State for their investments, we look to institutions like IMT to provide intellectual powerhouse and the practical skills for that modern industrial demand of this society. We are not just building factories and the digital infrastructure and administrative institutions. We are building the people who will run them. IMT, therefore, is a cornerstone of that human capacity pipeline for the state and indeed the country. So I call you, IMT, and I say this is a call to action for the future. And so as we celebrate the achievements of the past, I challenge the leadership of this great institution to look forward to the next frontier. Let us deepen collaboration. The Ministry of Trade, Investment and Industry is fully open, and with the active engagement and support of His Excellency the Governor, to partnering with IMT on the following. 1, targeted vocational and entrepreneurial incubation. That is being done currently through the SME Center, which is a unit in that ministry, so we need to expand that. Joint research initiative that solves practical industrial and social problems in Enugu State. Curriculum alignment that matches classroom learning with shifting needs of the 21st century industry and business. To the exceptional students of IMT, and I'm addressing you, remember that you are the torchbearers of a great history. The market of today does not just reward certificates, it rewards solutions, critical thinking, innovation. And I advise you, please, to dare to disrupt. The governor started off telling us disruptive innovation. I challenge you to now dare to disrupt, and disrupt positively. Dare to build. Dare to become employers of tomorrow. And so, in conclusion, on behalf of the Ministry of Trade, Investment and Industry, I congratulate the Rector, the Governing Council, the entire IMT community. I thank you for keeping the flame of this academic institution, known for academic excellence, burning bright on the hills of the cool city. May the Founders' Day usher in an even greater era of innovation, industrial relevance, and unprecedented growth. Happy Father's Day celebration. Long live the Institute of Management and Technology. Long live Enugu State. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Please, while you are still waiting, may I invite the Rector to make a presentation. The Honorable Commissioner will leave shortly after this. So let's just appreciate him for coming around and for talking to us in this manner. Dare to disrupt, but disrupt positively.
So in appreciation for the presence of the Honorable Commissioner who started this morning commissioning and unveiling our IMT tissue factory in the entrepreneurship development center before we all came down here, for his continual support and for everything that we hope that we will definitely benefit from his ministry and by extension from the Enugu State government. I want, on behalf of the management, all the staff and students of IMT, to make this presentation to you, my dear brother. Thank you very much for coming, and we really appreciate your presence and your support. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for that wonderful presentation. Please, cameraman, fast. All right, so those who are involved in the panel discussion, please, I urge you to get set because very soon you'll be here. We want to again thank the Honorable Commissioner for coming around and being part of this, our celebration. We appreciate you, sir. There's also been opportunity for collaboration between IMT and the industry, and we are glad to have that. IMT is open for all kinds of collaboration. Okay, so those, please, just 5 minutes, please. I will urge Dr. Vincent Ebo to be ready, the former deputy rector, former this. Dr. Vincent Ebo, if you are here, please, can you step forward to? All right, just, and we also recognize and invite Dr. Ifeanyi Ojobo. We also have Chief Fidelis Udenta as members of this panel. And then again, I invite Dr. Mrs. Georgia Opala to join them for the panel discussion. Please, are you ready with the document? 5 minutes. If you are not ready, then we continue what we're doing. There's no time for...
Please, come up, please.
Please, can you be fast? Please, can you be fast? All right, so what we have now is, as part of the Founders Day celebration, is an interactive section with some of our retired and then highly distinguished service staff whose dedication, sacrifice, and commitment have shaped the growth and development of our great institution. We are honored to have them share their experiences, of course, reflections, and words of wisdom with us. Their stories, I expect and I'm sure, will inspire the present generation. For those of us who are joining the Institute newly, the experience we're about to share will inspire you, and help, of course, to preserve the rich heritage of our Institute. Like I said from the very beginning, except you understand where you're coming from, it may be very difficult for you to determine where you are going. And we have invited these distinguished men and, of course, the only woman in their midst to help us share their experiences. All right. Are you good? Go ahead. Let's see. Please, just 5 minutes for us to watch that short story, short documentary.
I've been in IMT for almost 15 years, and I must say that it's been an awesome experience to be a lecturer, to help impact knowledge to children, to students that are coming up. My experience in IMT has been interesting because coming from a university where there was architecture as a department and coming to an institute where it is now architectural technology, the experience, I will say, is different because here we see the course practicalized. And then I must say they have it all, because where you have the theory and practical emerging together, of course, we surely produce better students. So I give it to the Polytechnic in general. Again, I thank God for the presence of this new rector, Professor Gozie Robodo. I would say he's the messiah that has come to IMT. Because just in a short while, within 1 year of his taking the position of a rector, a lot of things have changed. He was a man that came here with a vision, brought in so many things. You see our IGR is being improved. In fact, the one that is so touchy, very emotional about it, I must tell you, is the fact that he converted non-staying staff who are part-timers, even the non-teaching staff, people who have lost it to an extent. He put back a smile in their face. If nothing else, I say, may God continue to bless him for what he has done. And I know that a new IMT is yet to be born. Thank you so much.
My name is Sylvester Chukuma Ona. I'm the Dean, Faculty of Business Studies, and the Chief Lecturer in Business Administration. I joined IMT as a toddler in 1988 as a class, and I'm grateful to God that today I found myself in the classroom and at the peak of my career as a Chief Lecturer. I've seen IMT for the past 38 years. As a student, I know what it used to be. And today, I'm happy that We have a gospel inspector that is trying to rekindle what we witnessed.
Water trucking. We have the IMT sachet and bottled water still coming up. We have the IMT tissue paper. Not just that alone, we still have the IMT business center coming up. And these are...
Because where I schooled in Lake area, I've always known IMT to be an outstanding art school. I was not disappointed. IMT has been a blessing for me as an individual myself.
Okay. And the development of one diploma, one skill, Igbo rector, Professor Goji Obodo, is amazing and indeed encouraging. Today you don't just leave school as a graduate, you leave as a skilled student. So you are also an employer of labor. You can give works to people outside there. We cannot be thankful
today to give my experience for the past 4 academic development. At least IMT now have IMT bread, we have IMT tissue, and there are new courses that have been supplemented to the academic curriculum of the institute. And we have the slogan, one diploma, one skill. It is entitled that every student of IMT
tell you that we have sorted out over 15 cases out of court, where both parties, the institute and the other party, settle their disputes amicably. And there's this other thing we introduced, the legal meeting on Thursdays, where we make sure that we meet with all the partners of the institute, where all those who want to partner with the institute in every area sit down, present their proposal, look at it, analyze it, and where necessary, engagement is carried out. So based on that, I really think that the institute is doing very well. From my own rating, if it was on a scale of 1 to 10, I rate them 10 with that, and I pray for them that everything that they have in mind to actualize.
Watchword territory. Very honest, this is the first time since I came to this IMT several years ago that this Founders Day is being celebrated, except if I'm not aware. At several points, I have had opportunities of being at the council chambers, where I USCMH, USMORA, Professor Uchios, who is there, and so many others, Dr. Cecil Jez, and currently, Press IPSA Lopeton. A thing speaks for itself. The breeze. So I think it's very, I would appreciate him so much for this opportunity of the students, has impacted on the life of the staff promotions, conversions, employment, every endeavor, promotions. So I don't know, he actually is a miracle worker. We thank God to have him at this point in our life. Thank you so much.
Again, we are back to the stage to share with our very senior colleagues and also the retired ones who are here. Because of time, we start asking about IMT. I know that we will be here today. There is so much to talk about IMT. But I would want us to just take time, not more than 5 minutes for you to look at IMT. First, introduce yourself and tell us where you join. Gentlemen and ladies, please permit me to announce the arrival of Igwe Igweshi. Igwe, please, we appreciate you again. You've always shown love for us. This time we will call you, you will come. Please, you're very much appreciated for coming around to grace this occasion. Please, gentlemen and ladies, can you give me a round of applause? contribution starting from the person close to me. I understand Dr. Ifeanyi Ojobo, you at one point in time were a student who virtually joined IMT as a staff. You have also had rich experience, you know, not just in classroom, but also at the management level, where you at one time served as the head of public relations and having all issues with alumni. Today we want to share that experience from you. And there's one point that I want you to make clear. That point is the issue with alumni relations. You know, a lot of times people think that alumni is like student union election. You know, and they find it difficult separating the role of alumni in an institution of this nature from the role of student union executive. And I want, in addition to all the other things that you know about IMT in terms of their rich heritage, tell us more about what alumni stands for. Thank you very much, Dr. Joe.
Well, thank you very much, Piero. You have caged me. That you know me now, I'll run out of that cage. Because I want to start by saying that my earliest interaction with IMT was in 1979. Many people here on my left were not born then. And one of the earliest persons I still notice, and she hasn't changed much, despite the passage of time, is Mrs. Carlo. Don't worry. She is H.B. Carlo. Please put your hands together for her. Madam, not many people know that your name is Hazel. Yes, but I remember one of the strongest hands to hold student affairs and exams. One person that will remember her very well is Sylvester Ona, Dr. Sylvester. So, I'll start by introducing myself. I say, my name is Dr. Ifeanyi Ojobo. I worked as PRO doing this job that this gentleman is doing. I also served as Director of Academic Planning. And now I work at the Unicross, IMT Unicross program, getting top-up applications for our graduates who want to top up their HND. And I know that you will like it. Yes, so let me say that again, IMT that I met was an institution that many people neglected universities to attend. In my town, there was only one person that studied at IMT that I knew then. And as a student, he owned a car. He was a civil engineer. And he was owning a car while a student. And it attracted attention from all of us. So I neglected my admission to UNN to come to IMT to study textiles. I don't know how many people know about textiles, but I did study textiles. And then it was a 4-year program. Yes. At first, government was joking with whether it is NND or HND, but we were not interested in it. IMT was a standout institution by all standards. So, come here at the convocation, Ajib, Shell, all the multinationals will be standing at the arena here. I remember that very clearly. To recruit IMT graduates from the convocation. The convocation then was at the quadrangle in front of School of Engineering and School of what is it called? Science Lab Technology. Yes, they will be there recruiting them one by one. So those were the things I remembered. And again, I remember also that coming to IMT, you don't just take entrance into IMT and walk into IMT. No. You do an entrance and then you come for another selection interview. So this thing you call post-UTME started a long time ago, but in IMT. To school here, I had to take 2 entrances. But then, how many students did they recruit? We were only 12 in my class. So that's another thing that I ask those in government. You are squeezing life out of institutions if you are expecting institutions to be money-making. We had about 10 lecturers. We were 12 in the class. Before we finished, 2 people ran away. And that's it. So, 3 minutes, yes. So, I can also go to something else that I consider very important. You know that at one time in 1980, the then governor said he had converted IMT into University of Technology. Here at the arena, Convocation Arena. I was there. And a few days later, some powers that be shifted it. And he said it will be physically detached and separately managed. Vin will remember this. And then the argument started and continued until where we are now. The important thing I want to say is that IMT has found it, the powers that be have found it impossible to consume IMT. Unfortunately, powers can't consume the place. Because eventually, when it did happen and things had to be separated, IMT still resurrected. So finally, to the Alumni Association. And I was a coordinator of Alumni Association, and we found it very, very difficult to gather people who schooled in IMT to associate with the IMT Alumni Association. Rector, I'll tell you this for free. Look at your staff. Nearly 75% of your staff schooled in IMT, but not 2. I'm not sure you have up to 2 that are identifying with the Alumni Association. Why? I can say offhandedly that the reason is because many persons see IMT as a stepping stone. Okay, for me, yes, after schooling at IMT, I attended 3 other universities to be where I am today. But I did not study half as much as I studied in IMT. Because when I went to the first university, I got a first class. Second one for a master's, I got a distinction. Third one, I got a PhD, and off I was going. That is it. What you get inside this place is such that we need to cherish it and grow it so that people will appreciate it. Unfortunately, there is no time. But I thank God for the progress that has been made with the Alumni Association. What the National Convention did was what I tried for 13 years to do as PRO. 13 years I struggled and pulled the national officers together. We tried to execute a national convention. It was almost impossible until it did happen before the last rector left. And it is progressing as we see it. In all, it is God that will give glory. The story of IMT cannot be told in 5 minutes. I want to tell you. It is not possible. Because I can start talking from now till next week based on what I know. Thank God for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Ibrahim Ajobo. I think that's very exciting. And please, like we said from the beginning, just 5 minutes. I want to thank you again, Dr. Ajobo, for the insight. We have Dr. Ajobo. Of course, you just go in from what from your own perspective. Let me not make a mistake of speaking, or just be conscious of time from your own perspective.
Thank you so much. I'm privileged. I want to thank everybody here present. My name is Dr. Jojo Okpala, PhD in mathematics. I lecture here. In fact, I will say that I started teaching here as a copper because I served here in 1988, 88 to 89. I left because I didn't want to teach. But I came back because then IMT likes what you call quality people. My departmental colleagues said I should not go, that I must be here, that I'm an academic person. So after a year, I came back, 1990. So I've been in IMT for the past 36 years, even though I am not yet retired, but I know that in the next 2 years, I should be taking my vow. But I am particularly happy because one thing that always worried me is leaving IMT and looking back not to be proud of IMT because of the recent happenings some years back. I want to say that we are celebrating 52 years of excellence, innovation, vision of the pioneers who established this great institution. I thank God I experienced IMT when discipline was there. I experienced IMT when a student cannot turn left or right during the exam. I experienced IMT when you cannot walk into any lecturer's office to ask him, "Oh, sir, I just came to thank you." What are you thanking him for? Is he not paid for his work? People who are close to me know that I'm a disciplinarian to a core. And that was why when things started going zigzag, I became so angry. But thank God for this amiable rector, Professor Gozie Obodo. Please clap for him. He deserves standing ovation. Because I can now turn back to say, this is where I worked. Before now, I want to tell you before now, I found it difficult to tell people that I lecture here. I taught in UNEC for 10 years as adjunct staff, 2000 to 2010. So sometimes when you ask me, where do you lecture, I will tell you UNN. It's not that it's too better than IMT, but because of corruption. So I want to take my own reflection in that area. Because I want to thank God that my rector is seriously committed to eradicating, not just working on it, but to eradicate it completely. So people will know if your salary is not enough for you as a lecturer, please look the other way. If you're a student and you don't want to read, you leave. Because what one person is doing, I know it's not going to be easy for him. So he needs prayers, because what he's doing is kind of asking people to stop eating from where they are almost used to collecting kobo. A student will come and give a lecturer envelope to say thank you. Meanwhile, that student has not even been able to take a cup of tea. But he has money to give a lecturer to say, I want to appreciate. He's not appreciating any lecturer. He's buying for his score. So because of time, as we celebrate Founders Day, we also have an opportunity to reflect on the values that build this institution. IMT has a proud academic legacy, and many of its graduates have gone on to make meaningful contributions in various fields. Sometimes when I don't spend 2 minutes in the bank, because I must see one of my students who will just come and say, Dr. Opala, what do you want? These are products of IMT. Preserving that legacy requires a continued commitment to academic excellence, integrity, fairness, and accountability. So as a community, we should all reject practices that undermine merit, whether they involve examination malpractice, favoritism, bribery, and other forms of misconduct. Every institution faces challenges. But what defines a great institution is the willingness to strengthen standards, reward merit, and ensure that students succeed through hard work and genuine learning. What is happening in the classroom today? They say students fail mathematics. It's not only maths they fail, they fail all the subjects. If you tell yourself the truth. Why? Because they don't have interest. We have made them to see education as a very easy way. Bring money, you get your degree. The true value of an IMT certificate lies in the quality, discipline, and honesty it represents. Let this anniversary renew our commitment to building an institution where excellence and integrity go hand in hand. My hope is that IMT will continue to uphold these ideals and become even stronger for future generations. I want to thank the rector, Professor Gozie Obodo, for his good work. In less than 2 years, he has achieved so much, turned IMT around, and given us reason to be proud lecturers. I know he's a man on a mission. My prayer for him is that the good Lord will help him to succeed, because it's not an easy task. Also, I also want to plead with the state government to also increase our subvention so that he can convert the part-time lecturers, because no institution can be very, very corrupt-free with 80% part-timers and 40% full-time. It's not possible. It's not done anywhere. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your comments. Of course, the beauty of this interaction is that we should learn the hard way. I am proud of the boldness that you exhibited here and now in telling us the issue. You know, we are not come here to take words. We have come to share experience. And when we mean experience, it's not just to rocket experience that I expect. I mean, I would thank this man to be able to speak, because that will help us going forward. Again, we are very much welcome. Round of applause for her, please. You know, the truth is bitter. Many are nice. And the students come from the reality is what she has just said, and just have to take it without relying. Now, at this point, let me invite the chief ladies, the artist. This is another man with a huge experience. Very huge. When I say huge, he can give us 2 PhD theses talking about life. So, we are giving you 5 minutes. Just summarize your experience.
It's okay.
But just scratch them.
It's okay. It's okay. Thank you. May I please ask that you permit me to stand on the already established protocol, but not without saying, my rector, sir, it's a privilege, really, to be asked to talk about IMT in the 53 years of the Institute. Actually, I'm not one of the founding fathers, never. I wasn't there when IMT was founded. Rather, I joined IMT 8 years later. That was 1981. And as a student, I was in the Students' Judiciary Arm, that's the judicial arm of the SUG, as a student. And after my graduation, I got employed in the then College of Education at Hamufu, where I taught, and at the same time I was also coming to take part-time lecture in IMT. And then later came to IMT in 1992, transferred myself from Hamufu. And as a staff, then I became the chairman of the Academic Staff Union of Polytechnics, ASUP. I had that for 3 years. And then I later became HOD severally, and at the end, I also made the Director of Academic Planning, DAP. These are the chambers where I could say I had some things to talk about the IMT, a reflection on IMT on the journey so far. And permit me to narrow my reflection on the sporting life of the Institute in the journey so far. Yes, this administration has done great work in bringing up the that aspect of the life of our community by reinvigorating and, of course, introducing the staff games, which is now held annually. I'm also mindful of the fact that we also have Rector's Cup and all that students take part in. But my worry is that we have complete dearth of facilities for sporting. In those days, when we were in Campus 2, before the creation of the College of Education Technical, before we were asked to come down here, we had an international standard lawn for tennis and volleyball. We had a good football pitch at the place you now have as a Blue Tag, that's the Learning Center, the Knowledge Center. We had a standard football pitch, which was then hampered by the introduction of the building there for that Learning Center. It's all well. I mean, we should have sufficient for learning and the rest of it, but we should not jeopardize the aspect of sporting, which is part of what makes our growth more balanced. That's what I want to really talk about, the life of IMT in the perspective of sports, the sports life of the Institute. In 1978, I wasn't here then, IMT hosted Nipoga Games, that's Nigerian Polytechnic Games, Nipoga. Just barely 5 years of its existence, 1973 to 1978, IMT hosted the second edition of that Nipoga Games. Why? Because IMT stands as one institution that the whole nation is looking up to. The third one to host it, of course the first was held at Ibadan. The third institution that had to host that Nipoga was the then College of Technology, Calabar, where you now call the Unicross. That's the one that we are partnering with. And then, so you find that this aspect of the life of the institution is actually losing weight. And that's why in this reflection, I would ask this administration that has done so much, because as a matter of fact, from the gate down to the end, the last fence, you agree with me that this administration has done so greatly, so much in a very short time. You will also agree with me that over time, IMT has really grown, even to the extent of awarding degree in various programs and disciplines. Yet, this aspect of the life of the community, sporting, is actually weighed down by lack of facilities. There's a space somewhere opposite the new GS complex, General Studies complex, that's meant for sports and the rest of it. I can't remember the last time there was any touch by the management or government to get that place, at least have a facelift to be able to host some sporting activities. So I want to say, in addition to all that we are doing to make IMT even greater, I want to urge the management and the government to look into this direction and see that the sporting aspect of the life of the community is heightened. I want to thank you so immensely for this opportunity to share my little reflection on IMT on the journey so far. Thank you.
All right, the last but not in this is Chief Vincent Ebo. This man, to the best of my knowledge, is a moving machine. I expressed him, firsthand when he was the deputy rector of IMT. he has the strength of a tiger, you know, and never tired to discharge his responsibility. And I also found out, you know, from his word of experience about IT, that he knows so much. So I'm not surprised that he was slated for this panel discussion. And I know also that you will be worried with time. But all the same, find a way to articulate your views and make sure that within 5 minutes you tell us what you know about IMT and your experience about IMT. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my MC. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My rector, sir, I want to thank you especially. When I was entering, I looked for you. We were escorting the Honorable Commissioner. I thank God you were back, sir. My people, sir, Igwe, because I like culture. In fact, it's one of my hobbies. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm irritated by the presenter's comments. And I thank God it's by His grace, not by our power. I am Dr. Vincent Ozemenamegbo. IMT is 53 years today, and I joined IMT when it was a boy of 8 years. And so, IMT is how many years now I've been with IMT, associated with IMT. I won't waste your time, I will reduce it. Like my colleagues have said, to talk on a reflection on IMT within a short time is a Herculean task. But we will try to make do with time available. Because it was an American philosopher who said, you must not squander your time because it's one of the most precious resources in your life. Well, let me go straight. I thank my fellow discussants, starting from Dr. Jobo, Dr. Okpara, and Chief Udenta. They have raised relevant and factual issues, which I concur. And there's no need repeating them so much. Like Dr. Jobo said, let me start with admission process into IMT. HB, ma, you are welcome. Because anytime I bring up my statement of result file, I continue seeing HB. Mommy, we're done. HOD admissions, HOD deputy registrar, DRAA, academic affairs, to student affairs. I was all there. Very humble, straightforward, and the students love you more than every other person. You walked along in the DRAA with one Nanu late, may his soul rest in peace. LC Bakama, he used to be your lieutenant in the DRAA office in Campus 2. And thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I took IMT entrance examination in May 1981 at Nike Grammar School, Enugu. My exam number is EN/4082. EN 4082. We sat for the exam, the result came out, I was given admission, like my colleague said, it's not a question of number, how many of people are there. I applied for business administration and management, and that's where I was given. The admission came out. I traveled from where I was doing auxiliary work after WAEC to come and check the result. We copied it, went back. Before 1 week, we were told that the result was cancelled, that they have published it. They say the population admitted is too much. Ladies and gentlemen, about 20-something or 30-something was too much. We had to come back again for the new list, and behold, by his grace, my name was also there. Yes. Like he said, it's not a question of taking IMT exam and coming and getting admission. You have to pass through rigorous process. And that process is what you will pass through before you start dancing as having been admitted. They call it what? Verification. And it takes place in front of the old bursary in Campus 2. Up to 4 panels. They were there. Dr. Isimora, we had the Onyochas, Ndiochas, Dr. Mittel, Dr. Awan, and so on. Dr. Waboke, Precious. It's only when you are given that verification slip that you can now jump up that you have been admitted. And you now go proceed for registration. Gentlemen, we went through. In our orientation, we were given one advice, which I still keep in my mind. And I keep telling it my students. We were told that IMT does not know you are here until you commit an offense. And what is their process? Very simple. And second advice, always read it through the notice board. You will hold yourself responsible for failure. Because it's only in the notice board. You see, when you hear, come and collect your mail, you see it in the notice, you know you have been sacked. Very, very, in fact, IMT. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you, before we entered IMT, like my colleague said, many people prefer to come into IMT than going into UNN. It's not a pretension. We were told. Even in our college when we were taking work, one of our teachers told us, if you want, some of you who will go higher, go to IMT, that's where it is happening. And I decided to take IMT entrance. I took College of Education, Oka entrance, but I got it too. I preferred IMT. Here, we continued. In 1982, 83, I was a student union member at the departmental level, financial secretary. In 1984, I was a student union member at the departmental level, general secretary, and so on and so forth. My colleagues talked about IMT merger. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now it was a malaria in IMT then. Merger and demerger. It's not only Jim Woodrow that merged IMT. You remember the worst one that happened was the one that happened in 1984 or so. I think the governor was this man, Udenta's brother. Alice Madeke. Yes. I was one of the central actors. Thanks to the leadership of our student union then, I'm sorry Alenti is dead now, late Emeka Okuosa. And I want to tell you, we are thankful to, I don't know, he should have been a justice now. Honorable Enechonya, Pascal Jake, PSK Nwokoro, and other team of lawyers that took us to the court that demands. Those in language studies, maybe like I said, you will still help us interpret it. IMT students did not demonstrate in 1980. They only went to government house early morning to tell His Excellency Governor Jim Nwobodo to please help us interpret it in English, since IMT has no English department. Because he said he has now established at about 6:30 news. He announced that he has established an institution called the Anambra State University of Science and Technology that will be physically detached, physically together, and administratively together, but physically detached. It was a proverb, and in the campus, the students rallied around and agreed that early morning they are marching to Government House for His Excellency to explain the meaning of physically detached and administratively together. So we are passed through the margin. Now, ladies and gentlemen, like we have said, it's difficult. I worked here, I came in, I applied for level 7 in IMT, and I was interviewed for a level 7 officer. But when I went for interview, when the result of the interview came out, I was given level 9. So I started with lecturer 2. In fact, one of the questions I was asked there, why have you not applied since? Because I started on part-time. Since then, I have moved, I served in several committees, in IMT, academic, and all the rest of them, HOD, until in 2016, 1st September, I became the rector, the deputy rector of IMT, and successfully completed my tenure on 31st December 2019. My colleagues will be testimonies. Let me, I think what we need, I need to fashion our minds correctly. If we want to look at the journey so far in IMT, we will need more time to talk about that. But what I want to tell you is this. In a fair judgment of that reflection we start by, IMT has had an evolutionary journey till today. The first era represented from 1973 to 1978, when our dear Professor Mark Okoro Chijioke pioneered that. The man was not good. The man was not just a first rector. He was a founder. He was a pilot. In fact, he was everything to us. In April 2013, late Professor, indefatigable erudite scholar, first-class brain in the world, Mike Okoro stood here in our old auditorium and delivered a marathon lecture in the first IMT academic lecture series, surrounded by his wife, who is here, the first son, who is here, and all, they were all, he was here. The one in UNN, they were here. We acknowledge them. I remain elated, sir. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. IMT passed from. Yes, I'm going to drop the microphone, but before I do that, I'll let you know that IMT is a great institution and will remain a great institution. From autonomous operation to controlled operation. From 1973, Mark Chijioke, administrator of Aseka. From 1978, 1976, IMT moved from East Central State to Anambra State, old Anambra State. In 1991, IMT moved again from Anambra State to Enugu State. So it's a journey. I thank you very much. My professor, you are welcome. I hope we have time. Rector, thank you very much for providing this wonderful opportunity. May God bless you, encourage you, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.
I told us from the beginning that this man is an encyclopedia, and he has just given us a tip of what we need to do. But what we have just done going forward is that we have put in for a more detailed interview that will have to, yes, please, give a group photograph of the rector, please, group photograph of the rector. So we decided that the IMT Smart TV will have to interview him. You know, it has to be a marathon interview. Yes. Please hold on for group photograph. Cameraman, please fast.
All right.
Thank you very much. All right, we at this point want to invite the cultural troupe of IMT from the Department of Fashion and Designing Technology. While they are getting ready, let me also recognize the presence of the former registrar, I think, of these are great institutions. Okay. Former deputy registrar, who has also come to grace this occasion. I want to recognize and appreciate the presence of Chief Mrs. Ethel Asogwa. Ethel Asogwa was the former deputy registrar and has also paid her price in terms of imparting IMT with administrative finance. Now, GIZ people should get ready to be inaugurated after the 5 minutes presentation by the cultural troupe. The cultural troupe who are waiting for you, please, can you step forward? You have 5 minutes to do your performance here. 5 minutes to present yourself on the stage. The cultural troupe, please, very quickly. Very fast, very fast.
Yeah.
champion, the lion is here.
I'm going to go on the lunch.
Zobu, zobu, anybody.
cultural troupe. Music is also a skill, and we have taught these ones how to dance. I want to appreciate the head of department and all those who have helped to prepare these children to present this super performance. Please, all right, so we are in for the GIZ inauguration, and if you hear your name, please, you come out. If you are called, please step out here for the inauguration. Those who have been selected after the CBT pilot program scheduled to commence. Okay. Those who have been selected for the program,
of course, the program is scheduled to commence from tomorrow, which is today, the 1st of July. So after their inauguration, the program takes off. Now we have always the precious.
Be fast, please. Please come up.
Precious, we have Joseph. We have Umar. Get your people. We have Shibu.
Please, Chibike Emmanuel, please come up. We don't have time, please. We don't have time. Otherwise, we'll just go to another program. Go like youth now. We are working like Mothers Union. Ede Emmanuel, fast, please. Thank you. Isaac, please. Dr. Amaka, please. Dr. Amaka, please, you are coming up. You are the chairman of TVET. The rector, sir. And please, the TVET, GIZ coordinator, please come up. Please, you line up. Thank you very much. Rector. Yes. Thank you very much, the EBU PRO. IMT is in a partnership with the GIZ. GIZ is a German program, German unit interested in a Sky program. This is Sky 2. Here we have the chairperson, TVET, Enugu State, and our rector that attracted GIZ, and the GIZ coordinator. IMT has been given 2 trades: industrial machinery, mechanics, and fitter, IMF, and solar photovoltaic installation and maintenance. So they are starting today, and the rector, where is Henry? Henry, Stephen, okay. Stephen? Okay. Okay, so the rector will inaugurate them. The coordinator, Engineer Nebe, Dr. Asanya, and the wonderful team, the facilitator. Please come closer. Rector, sir, IMT is taking the lion bull style in TVET issues. And again, only IMT and GTC Enugu, we are the only 2 institutions that were able to attract 2 wonderful machines in the whole Nigeria, given to them to start this wonderful program. Oh, yeah. So, they gave us, yes. They gave IMT 20 of them. Henry, you gave us 20 with the GIZ and also 20 to GTC. And with that, free of charge, IMT has been trained, the facilitators, almost 20 of them, and the rector gave approval even for that stipend, so that the youths can be skilled up, which you are going to go next. So, rector, sir, we have the chairperson here, we have you here, we have the coordinator, we have the GIZ, and with that, we are ready to go. We are going to scale them up to 40 to initiate the action, but we are starting with this, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Again, this is another practical testament of the new IMT. When we preach the new IMT, we have evidence to back it up. And this is one practical testament of the new IMT. And therefore, it is with my deep sense of pleasure that I hereby this afternoon inaugurate all the members of this our team, and I congratulate all of you. I also want to use this opportunity to publicly charge all of you to please live up to the expectations. I want to make sure that when this program is completed, that the sponsors, our partners, will be proud of our performance. And as you all know, with your performance and how well you do, that will continue the relationship and attract more sponsorship. And therefore, you guys should realize that you are our ambassadors, and we are all looking up to you to help us to continue this message of the new INT. On that note, I congratulate all of you, and I thank you all very much for your dedication to this project. May the good Lord bless each and every one of you.
Thank you. Please come closer to have, after the handshake, to have a handshake with the rector as we get ready for the town to gown. Please, media, shoot the town to gown. Media, let us upload the town to gown, please. Come closer for a handshake, or what do you call it, a photograph, please. Quickly, allow yourself here. Rector, sir. Rector, sir. Okay. Please, go. Thank you very much. Okay. Because of time, we are going to rush and scale up a lot of things. And this session, number 11 on our program, is going to be short, but that is where all the students have been waiting for. Rector, sir, the wonderful partners that are here, and all protocols duly observed, we have had a history. But I want to make a viable comment this afternoon, that among all the students that were asked to come here, we can see visibly the students in the Department of Business Administration and Management in their numbers. So if anything like IT or anything that may be coming up here, BAM students will be considered first. So kudos to the Dean and HOD. Okay, we want to talk to ourselves, especially students, please listen. And some adults that have made it in life, they are going to give us pep talk now. Please, can we shift this a little bit? Please listen. We are calling on Engineer Nnayegonyo Melukwe, the chairman in Enugu State Chamber of Commerce, Mines, Mineral and Industry, ESIMA, ably represented by Council Member Mrs. Obi Okeke, to come for gown to town talk. It's going to be straight to the point. Please, ushers, can we lead her to one of the seats? Please. Let's put our hands together and appreciate Enugu Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Then we call again Honorable Osita Eze, the chairperson, the chairman, House Committee on Education, Science and Technology, and the honorable member representing Oji River State constituency. He's not just a motivator, but he is a skilled honorable. I follow him a lot. Let's appreciate him once more. Then we have a woman that has carved a niche for herself. Not just a lawyer, but filled with skills. And she has accessed a lot of doors. Students, you should not go now. Protocols, don't allow anybody to go. Yeah. Yes, don't allow anybody to go. We have not dismissed. I'm talking about Barrister Mrs. Vanessa Obiozo, the CEO Uli Furniture. Let's appreciate this young, ebullient woman. If you want to learn something, get ready to spend your time. Time is currency. Spend it. Let's appreciate her once more. Barrister Obiozo, you're welcome, ma. Uli Furniture, CEO. Then the MD and CEO of Q Power. Q Power, they have demonstrated that they can do anything, not just transformer. IMT and Q Power, they will be unveiling the first ever indigenous made transformer in Nigeria. So here we have the CEO and MD, Engineer Christian Obi, Put your hands together for him. This man is filled with skills, electrical, electronics. And can I quickly say this? They have invented and ready to mass produce IMT Power Bank. IMT Power Bank, courtesy of Q Power and IMT Industrial Center. Then again, we have Honorable Sam Imene. Honorable Sam Imene is a director and a techno expert in charge of Blue Tag Technology, a great partner of the Institute. And just recently, he bagged another big feather in one of the foremost universities in Nigeria. Let's put our hands together for Honorable Sam. Honorable Sam. Okay, thank you very much. We had invited Roban Stores, he's unavoidably absent, and we also invited the Reverend Professor Ani, the director of German School. Rector, you initiated and we got the German embassy approval to start a German school here, what we call the iSpeak. Here I would have said, Guten Morgen, Guten Tag, Danke schön, Ebim Bamio. That's one Yoruba I just spoke now. Some of us don't even know that. They thought that I'm still speaking Germany. Okay, German language. Okay, Rector, sir, we started this program with a historical background. IMT from 1973. And the deputy rector, man filled with wisdom. Can I quickly say this? The IMT Smart TV that is online, some people outside the Spark. Okay, Spark TV, online. They are going to give Dr. Ebo full documentary platform. Ebo's knowledge cannot just be listened to for 5 minutes. So you are going to call Dr. Ebo, the former deputy rector, and you give him enough time so that we'll save it in our flash drive for historical purposes. And we agree with that? Ebo has too much for us to just offload. Unemployment in Nigeria is on the high state. We have it on record, Dr. Amaka, you were there, that more than 40 million youths are unemployed, sir. More than 40 million youths. That is 10 times the size of Croatia. That is almost 8 times the size of Belgium. That is almost more than 20 times the size of Oman and Bremen and Saudi Arabia. If you say that unemployed youth should queue up, the first person will be in Nigeria, the second person will be in Benin Republic in a single file. And tomorrow, we are going to graduate people again. In Enugu State, we have up to 17 to 21 higher institutions. And by September, they will be chunking out graduates. BSc Mass Comm, HND Mass Comm, BSc, ND, this and that. Where are they going to work? What about the soft loans? Which skill are employable? So today, are we bringing students and graduating them to fill the space? What are the available skills? We have the Chamber of Commerce that every industry in Enugu State, the formal sector, supposed to register under you. Dr. Amaka, that is what we studied in Germany, the dual sector, where every student should have an industry to get attached to. One skill. Right, I'm coming to you because you're going to give a talk. You will tell us your ecosystem in scale. I will take you by surprise, but you have already initiated it. But nothing can surprise you in scale anyway. So we have the House of Assembly. What are the policies? Election is coming. They are going to tell us to vote. Okay, we are going to vote. But is it all about giving us face cap and placards? What are fundamental policies that as you are graduating, there is something somewhere to absorb you and reduce the nuisance in the society? And can I quickly tell you that IMT produced the best students ever? Because after training you, you can survive anywhere in Nigeria. Otherwise, go and get your reg number free of charge now. Before you get your reg number, you go see winner. No be so? Now training now, so that you can survive in Sokoto and Borno and anywhere. And the lecturers will tell you that 15 weeks, they will not miss lectures. So any graduate in IMT is a potential successful person. Madam Uli, we have seen it all. You cut down trees and you turn them into tables. But you read law with your husband. And Q Power, we have seen it all. You started from somewhere, but now you are a global figure. The next transformer will be unveiled by you. by the governor here in IMT? Can you employ, can you attract, can you train some of our people? Technology is the best. The richest person in the whole world, though they reduced his number last week because of 1 or 2 comments, that is Elon Musk. He got into $1 trillion. Technological world. So I give us 5 minutes. I have sent somewhere for you to start. Your job is to flow. Talk to these young people. Talk to the teachers. How can we get it right? How can the gown go to the town? We want the next IMT student graduate to be gainfully employed or to be self-employed. Without this, we have not made it in TVT. Let's put our hands together for them. So before I come to you, Rector, sir, give the rector. Rector, I give you 60 seconds, sir. Today I'm in charge. Your Ebu DR is in charge. Rector, sir, what has formed your skill development platforms? You have Uli Furniture, you have Dewdrop, you have Bread, you have Tissue, you have the Skill Development Center, you have Entrepreneurship Development Center, you have the Spark TV. But you studied law. You're a lawyer. And what is happening with the law space? Should I go and read law? So tell us, sir, what has formed your skill mindset that you have been pushing it to 1 diploma, 1 skill? 60 seconds, sir.
As you all can tell, this is intended to be an ambush. An ambush from my able DR. You all know that my DR is able, right? And you see, because he's able, that's why he can ambush me. Thank you very much, my able DR. Thank you. Fantastic job.
You're welcome, sir.
I appreciate you any day, any time. You are doing a marvelous job.
Give God the glory,
and
sir.
I will continue to wish that I have a deputy like you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Thank you, sir. My pleasure.
Having said that, first of all, IMT is one of the few premier polytechnics in Nigeria. We have always been in the league of other premier polytechnics like Yaba Tech and Kaduna Polytechnic. Okay. Those are the 3. Okay? Those are the 3. And if we take it from the history of IMT, 73 to date, and we also look at it from the perspective of MPT, which mandates polytechnics to have a ratio of 70 to 30. 70 for practicals and 30 for theories. You will now see that every polytechnic must comply with that ratio and devote 70% of their academic work to practicals and 30%. But unfortunately, when I came to IMT a year and 6 months, I found out that the reverse was the case in IMT. We were here practicing almost 80-90% theory and less than 20% in practicals, which was an embarrassment. And I therefore thought that we needed to, in the spirit of the new IMT, rectify that, and practice 70% theory and 30%, 70% practicals and 30 theory.
Let's appreciate the rector for this. We are reversing the order.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, first of all, we wanted to reverse it and be compliant with the MBT directive. That is number 1. Number 2 is that in so doing, we realize that there is an existing yawning gap between the town and the gown. There is that gap, even in the universities. There is a yawning gap. And therefore, we now needed to address that issue. How do we bridge that gap? How do we bring our town and our gown to come closer and work in some kind of partnership so that the students can experience practically what they will meet upon graduation and make their education more industry relevant. And in order to address that, management, not rector, strategically started attracting all these partners to IMT. And that explains how we have a plethora of them in IMT today. Many of them are here. Q Power is here. Uli Furniture is here. we just commissioned the tissue this morning. Our bread is rolling out. We have IMT AfriHub Tech Academy. We have the IMT Dewdrop Hospitality Academy. We have the Le Look here. And many, many others that we have brought on campus. And by so doing, we now felt that we were prepared to start another campaign, and that campaign is the popular campaign. One diploma,
One skill,
one diploma.
one skill.
And in so doing, we're encouraging our students to now take advantage of the plethora of skills opportunities that we have on campus. You don't need to go out now looking for an Amco or looking for Roban or anybody outside. They are here now, and you simply have to look around and identify one of those whereby you go from your lecture and you can go and acquire that skill. Whether you go to, yes, you started this, I'll finish it.
I mean,
And so, we have been preaching one diploma, one skill, but I think that the vision came from my days as a student in the US. I remember those days as a student where during the holidays, like this coming weekend now, is going to be the independence celebration in America, 4th of July. And this weekend, they will have the promotion. Every shop in America will be making their promotions. Buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free. And remembering those days, I thought that I can now bring it back home. And in so doing, I am telling my students, buy one diploma. Buy one diploma.
Get one free. Let's put our hands together for the rector. And the rector has graciously approved for the management. The next second semester exam will start with practical exam. No more pen and paper, no more CBE until you finish your practical. So every student get ready to go to the lab and up your skill. So 5 minutes each. That is what we call 3 minutes with the president. 3 minutes with the president. Tell us what ACIMAD is doing based on what we sent to you. Can we have some quiet song?
Right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for this opportunity to have this conversation, which I consider very critical and timely. And I'm more excited because, as an employer of labor and obviously a member of ACIMA, which is a community of the private sector, the organized private sector, a lot of conversations that we've heard and remarks that we've heard, and in fact experiences that we've had as business owners and employers of labor are things that I've seen being paid attention to today. And the question is, what's the missing link between the academia and the industries? And the truth is, it's the intentional collaboration and partnerships between the schools and the industry. And I'm more excited because I see that intentionality being played out in IMT. So I think I want to also use this opportunity to celebrate the entire management, Director Sir, for this. And I say this because many times we have seen how there's a wide gap between students who have graduated, they have all of the knowledge, but they don't have the practical competence and the capacity to be able to engage, in the workplace. And the question is why? And again, the why I see is already being answered. And the thing is because it's important that there's an alignment between the curriculum for the schools, with the real practical life of the business world, right? Where a lot is being instilled and exposed to the students, which enables them and gives them leverage that enables them also to be able to truly be relevant in the marketplace. Many times you have a lot of graduates come out and they have all of the theory, but the marketplace, the business space requires levels of delivery, problem solving, critical thinking, system thinking, adaptability, professionalism, ability to apply innovation, again, also the willingness and the capacity to also learn and improve oneself, the place of emotional intelligence, digital skills, and I say again, digital skills, And these things are not, we have seen over time, are not available, are not present, you know, with the graduates of now. But the thing is, how can this be solved? And I'm glad that we're having this conversation, because the thing is, when there's that intentional collaboration between the schools and the industries, there's now the input from the industries as to what are those things that we look out for and that we want to see in a person that we want to bring into our workplace. What are the problem-solving skills that this person has? In many ways, for every organization, problem-solving is what delivers solution, and solution at the end of the day is what delivers the value, you know, that you're being paid for, that drives revenue for every company. So if you have that in you, that's already leverage that you have. You know, there's a lot of emotional intelligence, communication, internally, externally, how to relate, how to project what you know in the best ways that can deliver the results and to gain the traction that is required to drive businesses. And so that these are the things, critical areas that as a business person we are looking out for. These are the things that we're hoping through the skill acquisition program. I mean, for ESIMA, thank you very much. One of the things that we do, and I'll look at two major programs that we've engaged in, because we also see this gap. Now, we had this, the Nigerian Jubilee Fellow Program. We had that conversation with the team, and this is a program that, you know, that engages or serves as a bridge for high potential graduates to be integrated into business organizations. Yes, it's paid for these graduates, but what really connected our hearts to this is the part of having them come within a system and be mentored. Yes, they are graduates, but the thing is now passing through the work environment, what it does for them is that it prepares them really, because for us, we see it as an internship period. We see it as a way we can also give back, recognizing that there's a gap between, you know, the knowledge transfer and the practical competencies that we need to truly be relevant in the marketplace. So yes, these are one of the programs that we've been part of. And I'm also excited to see the inauguration for the GIZ program, because we had a conversation, remember, in ESIMA, Dr. Ejim and Dr. Maka, and we also had key stakeholders, member organizations of ESIMA, be on that table to see how, you know, beyond trainings, we can have them absorbed in these organizations to practicalize that which they are learning within the school and truly become wholesome and relevant, you know, truly in those industries that they are being trained for. So I want to thank you for this opportunity to share, and I'm really excited about this conversation.
Let's appreciate ESIMA. Shall we? Let's put our hands together for that. Something good is coming out. The gap, the missing link. Rector, sir, you sent me to ESIMA, and I was there with Dr. Maka, and we had a big roundtable discussion with them on how to bring the gown to town and town to gown. So that is curriculum based and the rest of them all. Can I quickly say this, Rector, sir, before the Honorable House says something? You sent your student unknowingly to an interview, and I was part of that interview informally from OTM. And in that interview, a lot of them came to be, you know, employed in that confidential secretary position. And I told them to dismantle the computer, because everybody was coming with complimentary card. I said, dismantle the computer, give them something to type after putting the computer back. I initiated that. And after that, that was what everybody agreed. And we placed the CCTV. And we allowed them to do that. There were around 36 of them or thereabout. And they didn't know that we were watching from CCTV. Now, put what you want to do around. Put the computers together. Can I quickly say this? Only one IMT student came for that interview. And I refused to let her know that I'm from IMT, so that she can first of all produce herself first. To the glory of God. While others were busy using their phone to upload and make up the computer, whatever, the IMT student, OTM graduate, HND, before we could say Jack Harrison, she put all the whole components together. And in the paper we asked them to do as a confidential secretary, if your CEO leaves a line, leave that line. It is signaling something. Others were merging the line, putting comma for him, auditing the whole thing, like editors. But she quickly, like she was trained in IMT, to give as the Oga has sent to her. And when the result came out, she boldly became the secretary to a big pharmaceutical company in Nigeria here as the confidential secretary. With big pay. That is what IMT can produce. That is what you can produce. So, ESIMA, the next trade fair The next trade fair, IMT students will be part of the trade fair. We agree. They are going to be part of the micro-employment. Agree? So that's the way we collaborate, because we trust you. Rector said we are going to supply like 30, 50 names so that we will now bring our ways. Thank you very much for that. The gap noticed. Policy, House of Assembly, government. Everybody will say this government. But sir, apart from government, you are a human resource manager. You train youths. You are passionate about young people. Tell us the story as agreed.
Thank you very much.
You have 5 minutes.
First and foremost, I want to congratulate the CEO of IMT, the rector, Professor Gozie Obodo, and members of staff. And I want to start by saying that the gown to town, the gown represents the academic community, the town represents the business community, the outer world from the school. And there are a lot of things, there are a lot of missing link. And that missing link cannot just be on the side of government. Some of the links comes from the students, from the institution, and also from government. Let me start with what we have done in Enugu State. Enugu State is exceptional. In the history of Nigeria, Enugu State is the first state that was able to allocate 33% of her budget to education. We've done that for 2 consecutive years, and we are having the result now. And that is why you are having all this development in IMT. We have the ones that is happening at TVET. When you go to GTC, Dr. Amaka can confirm to you, can ask her. You can come and see what is happening in GTC. And also the great smart schools that we are building now. His Excellency was intentional about it. Starting from beginning, from the children, you have the experiential learning program, where you have to practically apply your knowledge. What you are learning, you are practicalizing it. That's a government policy, and that's what we've been able to do in Enugu State in these past 3 years, and it's yielding result already. And the purpose of that experiential learning, we want to train the children from kindergarten, primary school, basic school. They will now acquire digital skills, artificial intelligence, mechatronics, and other things. Then they will now, when they get to senior school, they will now specialize either arts or technical. By the time they are graduating, they would have been able to learn one skill or the other. In those schools, you have the farm, they have farm, and they have their computers, they have their lab where they learn a lot of things. So they start, we catch them, we prepare them from their kindergarten age to primary and junior school, even to secondary school. By the time they get to senior school, some of them will move to technical schools, some will move to social sciences. By then, they will be able to specialize. And by the time they are done with their secondary school, they should be able to have one skill or more. After which, some will further their education and go to IMT, schools like IMT, College of Education, College of Agriculture, or to point out that that missing link, we shouldn't leave everything to government. I'm coming back to the students now. I want students to wake up in this very dispensation. We are in a dispensation that you cannot just come out to say you start speaking English without having any skill. So you have to be intentional about what you are doing. I was impressed with the performance of these students this afternoon, and I asked Rector, please, if we want to hire them, their service, will you allow us?
Wow.
And he said yes.
Let's appreciate our cultural troop for hire.
Okay. So everything is not about book. While you are studying, you can also learn how to dance. And you can make a living out of it as your second stream of income. You can also know how to beat drums and other things. Apart from that, I don't know why somebody will study mechanical engineering or electrical engineering and he won't be able to change a bulb in his own father's house. Or you're a mechanical engineer, you can't even change oil, your father's vehicle, you cannot even change the tire. So what did you study in school? So we have to be intentional about it. We must be diligent, and we must also be focused in life. These are the things, the aspect I want to talk to the children, to the students. We are friends, so I hope you understand. We are still friends. Then for the okay. Then to the families, don't overindulge your children. Try and discover whatever talent your child has and encourage the person. Everybody must know, we all must not be doctors. All of us must not be lawyers. Thank God we have a lawyer here who is also into manufacturing. Thank God we have our VC, a lawyer. But I asked him this morning, you don't have any business background. Why are you doing, how come you are doing all these things? He just laughed. But I know that he thought he was intentional about his life and what he came to do here. Then another thing is right hiring. The government was able to choose our rector and bring him here. And since he came here, he transformed a lot of things because he was the right person for the job.
Thank you, sir.
So all these things, all of us are involved. The students, the parents, the management of the school. And I want to talk to the students again. I want you to be diligent in what you are doing. In the book of life, somewhere I read it very well, it says, "Seeth a man that is diligent with his works, he is going to stand before men, great men, before kings, not standing before mean men." And I also want to advise you, guide your heart with all diligence, for out of it cometh issues of life. From beginning, from our homes, if you get it wrong, there's no amount of training this school will give you that will change you. There's no amount of policy that government is going to make that is going to change your life. And also want to let us know that we are just a state. We have the federal, the central government. We have items on exclusive list, and we have items on recurrent list. There are things we cannot change. The curriculum comes from federal government. We may not be able to change everything. But the ones we have here, we are making very good of use of it. And I thank God that IMT is already doing wonders. So let us, now that we have the factories operating, I want to beg the management, first year, let's ensure that first year everybody does every courses. All the courses, both engineer, even if you are a mass comm student, you have to be at the factory to study what they are doing. You must go to the mechanic workshop to see what they are doing. And I also want us to start patronizing our school so that all the vehicles that comes into this campus, to this university, into this institution, should go through those students for changing of voice, for servicing, basic things, even major ones. All the furniture we are going to use in this institution, let's give it out to the furniture department to construct them. Then the human resources aspect, I don't know if we have human resources here. All the recruitment services, we can recruit like shortlist 1,000 persons and leave the rest for the government, for the management to now shortlist. Thank you very much.
Let's appreciate him. Honorable Siteze. He said, be diligent in what you do. Change your space. If you don't want us to go back to where our forefathers were, you need to move ahead. The rector has given us opportunity. We have skills all around. Don't graduate without a skill. Tell somebody, don't graduate without a skill. Tell the person, I will be better than my parents. Tell the person, I am the next millionaire you are looking at. See a neighbor, look at me very well. I'm the next millionaire. Mind how you talk to me. That's a good one. Madam Uli, I so much appreciate you. Since the rector came in, you have been wonderful coming to us. Tell us Uli's story. Your story should inspire someone. Please listen to this young woman. You need to learn something. About a marriage certificate issue. No, I know about tag. Another thing.
Hello guys. My name is Vanessa Ozo. I'm the founder and CEO of Uli Furniture. I just want to talk about my story. I was born in US. I grew up in US. I just came back briefly for for my secondary school. So I went back again to US. I actually went to medical school, not law school. I went to a very prestigious school in the United States. So 2015, when me and my husband moved back, my family members started a prayer group, and it's Operation You Must Go Back to US. And we were like, we want to leverage on the opportunities that are available in Africa. They were like, we suffered to send you to US and you're coming back. That this is a ndilom ejidegom and all those things. So we didn't really get any support when we moved back, and we just started bootstrapping. My husband started a logistic company called Kobo 360, which is worth billions of dollars today. We just started a family, so I was trying to see what I can do. I know that when I was in US, I used to sell, people used to send me things from Nigeria, and I would sell, make money and stuff. So I started leveraging on that. In 2 months after I came back, I was able to set up a tailoring shop from my kitchen. I begged my husband to allow me to extend the kitchen and the backyard, and then I brought in 10 tailors, and we just make clothes, bundle them, and ship them to US. I made my first millions of naira then. Then eventually it entered into other exports, and then we have what we have now as Uli Furniture. So Uli Furniture, when we started, we focused a lot on export of made in Africa products, because for me, I believe that there's really no difference between us and those other people. So anytime people have all those challenges, I tell them that all the things that I send and I ship are from Nigeria or from Ghana, and they are of high quality. So I know that there are limitations. Like sometimes people will come to me and say, I have made all these things, but I need more money. I've made all these things, I need access to markets. I don't know how to press phone. I don't know how to sell to this. I don't know how to do this. So my first website I created was how to showcase African talents to the world. It didn't really go as planned, because if you're telling an average tailor, when you go, you upload your products, you do this, and they're like, ma, just give me my money, let me go, you know. So we had a lot of challenges, and we resorted to buying those products and sending and shipping. And you know, as a small business, your capital will be tied if you're just buying and doing all these things, because you're also going to do marketing, you're going to travel, and you know. So eventually we hit a roadblock, and I paused a little bit. I got depressed. My family members came. They were like, I think no go time need try go. But I persevered, and today we have Uli Furniture, and I want to thank the rector for believing in me, for not giving up on me. I think our relationship goes beyond partnership, because he looks at me, he's like, I'm a company, but I believe in you. So because of that, it challenges me to do better, to improve more, and you know, all those things. So I just want to thank the rector. We do have a, thank you. We do have a furniture workshop inside IMT. We offer some classes, especially in the art of resin making. I don't know if you know anything about resin. You know that if you learn that skill, you're going to be a billionaire. And we offer those classes in IMT. Please thank the rector for bringing us here. So we are available. I'm a youth like you. I don't think I'm that old. Tomorrow is my birthday. So I'm a representation of what you can be. I have been there. If you want to jant, and go and you think that there are no opportunities here, it might not really be the best option. It might not really be the best option. So take advantage of the opportunity you have here. Take your job seriously. If you're young, just try to learn a skill. Try to learn a skill every year. It will go a long way, even if it's cooking. So if you don't have money, you cook and you sell food. Honestly, I feel like that is what has got me, far. I do have a furniture company, and in the past 2 years, I think we've made almost, I would say, in the billions of naira in terms of contracts and interior decor and furnishing and all those things. So, I mean, it started with me coming here and I was clueless and people were praying for me to go back. I do understand some of the privileges I have and I'm not going to discount them. But if you believe in yourself, I know it sounds cliche, but if you believe in yourself, I mean, even if you don't go to 10, it will get you to 5, and 5 is something. So I believe we should focus on being positive and complain less. Do what is within your power. Spend more time and energy to get more skills. Leverage on technology. The world is technology. It's amazing what you can do with technology. So no skill is a waste. Like you shouldn't be lying down and saying, oh, one can maybe go and all those stuff. Please take your job seriously. Take your education seriously. You never know where it can take you. Thank you very much.
Let me just say that. Another O. Then somebody give me A. Put your hands together, see now. Q Power, you are in the digital line, producing transformer and producing electrical electronics components. Are you ready to extend that scale? What do you have to tell us? Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I thank God for the senator made some point while he was speaking, and the Uli Furniture continued where he stopped.
Easy. Can we have some decorum, please?
We're talking about the missing link. It started from the family. Before now, while a child is growing up, the parents look at this child by looking at it, watching him closely or her. They can tell this is what this child is or where he's going. But down to secondary school, you have guidance and counseling who look at them psychologically, can tell this is where this child is going. Those things, I don't think that they're still effective in our schools today. Now, this missing, that's where it started. I'm sorry to announce to you that some are in these institutions without knowing what or where the course they are taking right now is taking them. Some are going through a course without knowing where that course is taking them. It's a missing link. And another thing, God has given everyone talent. And if you discover your talent, you develop it. And an institution like this is a place where you develop your talent. You get established. But oftentimes, just like the senator said, many of us lost focus, lost direction, lost the insight as well. Just looking at the gallery of distraction, a lot is displayed there. J-Boutique, as they used to. And nobody wants to pay the price. I was trained under a man, a born scientist. In one of his slogans, he said that the Messiah has to suffer before he enters his glory. But many today wants to enter into this glory without seeing not seeing a scratch of suffering. Some will tell you that honey tastes sweet, but they've not tested it. Because for you to get honey, you have a battle to fight with the bees. Do you get it? You have a battle to fight with the bees before you can get the honey. And you see some people who tell you that honey is sweet when they have not tested it. There's still a missing link. One, when you are moving without a focus, you can find yourself anywhere. You started a journey, you don't have a destination, I don't know where you will land. But if you are focused and prepared, leave this get rich quick. If you search in your own area, in your place or your village, ask of those who went that way before you. Inquire very well before you can embark on it. In short, their end sometime is at their end, that's where you stand to tell others, this man, this is what he did. This woman, this is what he did. Don't go that way. So, I'll come back to the gap. Discover yourself. Discover your talent. You can acquire skill if you give yourself to any that have that skill and pick interest. Most of the time, we lost interest. And there's no way you can go no, you can't even climb without interest. When you have interest, you have that burning desire, and the interest is there, then no matter what you see on the way, it can only take you to ask questions, even to those who have gone that way before. Please, sir, this is the difficulties I'm seeing. He will tell you, my dear, It's part of the game. Continue. When you get there, the story will be, laughter will be your portion. I will talk about myself. Talking about unemployment. Somehow, if I say there's no reason anybody will tell you he's unemployed, some will say, this man, but it's just the truth. A lot of things are in this country that will give you money. I saw the Chinese people picking the red soil of our land. And none of us have discovered what they do with those things. They carry it from here with containers to their place. Just the red soil. You can find it in just dig the ground. You can get this red soil. And till now, we've not discovered what to do with this red soil. Please. There must be a commitment. And you must decide, this is where I'm going. If you know where you're going, then you prepare for what it takes. And you will be able to make the sacrifices. You will get there. That is it. Discover yourself. Don't just do it that others are doing it. You just want to get the certificate. Getting the certificate, you're not going anywhere with it. Discover yourself. What do you want? Tell yourself the truth. But I tell you, there is a price you must pay. Without paying this price, you are not going anywhere. You must pay that price. Until you pay that price, you are made. In my own case, I discovered when I finished my course and there's nowhere to start, somebody bought Okada. And I took it on a high purchase. Because what I hate in my life is give me. No. If you give me today, give me tomorrow, I can't come to you again. I said, God, I want to give to others. So I can't just be a burden to you. You have your own body. So I said to myself, no. I picked that Okada and started doing that, at least to feed myself and take care of a few things around me. And I was doing that. Still, until a time, everything changed. The story changed. People that know me said, oh my God, where you go? And that's the story. Oh my God, where you go? But nobody remembered when I was paying the price. So, paying the price is very, very good. If you don't know the way, follow who know the road. So that you can get where you're going. Somebody already have gone through that part. So if you just sit, waiting, thinking that it's your right to collect from others, one day, they may grow wiser and will not give to you. Then the problem starts. Discover yourself, and focus. You will get there. Thank you. Let go. Discover yourself and pay the price. If you want to eat a ripe mango, somebody planted it. You are at the harvest point. Somebody planted it. Somebody watered it. Somebody did the weeding. So please allow the skill to grow. Finally, we have a young gentleman here. It takes expert. I tried everything I could to get our Afri off, but I couldn't get it because I wanted two of them to deal with us on technology. But this looked at, personally, I know that it's a tech expert. So tell us why Elon Musk is the richest man on earth. And I, the Keiji, with all my grammar, I never make billions of naira.
Thank you so much, sir. I've taken the liberty to set my timer to the 5 minutes so that I don't exceed it. While a lot of things have been said, I want to specifically focus on the gown that is going to town. And the reason why that is my focus is because my journey is similar to the journeys of a lot of the students that are present here today. What I want to tell you is what I have done over and again, and it works. So the first thing is, I graduated about 17 years ago, And when I finished school, the first thing I needed to do was to conduct a self-assessment. That assessment came late. I shouldn't have done it after school. I should have done it when I was still in school, right? Self-assessment. And what I focused on was, now I am a computer science graduate. What can I do with myself? And just while I was trying to give answers to that question, I took up a teaching job for 10,000 naira, and I was teaching chemistry. It was a hassle. I didn't get trained in chemistry. So I would read in the night and go and teach in the morning. And after one term, I told myself, you're in the wrong place. Sit down, assess yourself, and get the answers that you need on where you need to start practically. And so that was what I did. I told myself I needed to go and attach myself to a roadside computer repairer whom I had made inquiries about, and they knew what they were doing. I didn't really care if they were graduates or not, so I attached myself. I told myself I'll be the first to resume, and I'll be the last to leave. And that was what I did for the period of 2 months that I was there. It was supposed to be a one-year program. The second thing I told myself I was going to do was to knock on doors where I could offer free service in exchange for training. And I got in touch with a number of my friends, one of whom was working in Enugu at the time. I said, please, if you have an opportunity, even if they are not paying, I've already gotten a few skills from this roadside training. I want to put it to work. So I started knocking on doors. And I was fortunate to have one of the doors open. Now, before that door opened, I needed to be sure that I would get a lot of no. Sometimes I would get we're not ready. I wanted to be sure, why were they saying no? So if you tell me no, we cannot take you now, I'll ask you, okay, is it because of my current skill level? Is there something you want me to add to my skill before you open the door to me? All of those things I was using it to try and assess where I could better my skills and better myself. Long story short, came to Enugu State, started training, and I got to fall in love with the Igbo apprenticeship system. And so I committed myself to it. The first day I resumed, I told my boss, this presentation we're going, is there anything you would want me to do? And that is the next thing. I opened up myself to challenges that I knew would expose areas of weaknesses that I could improve. And so that journey took off from just a meager 40,000 naira salary. And 1 year after that mentorship, I got a job in a teaching hospital in Delta State. I went there, took all the exams and everything, but I was privileged to see a notice. And on that notice, there were just about 25 names. My name happened to be among it, and what was written was, they have skills, but yet to be validated. And I said, I've spent 1 year just in this mentorship, and already my potential is coming out. I don't need to be in a hurry to quit this apprenticeship. I need to be patient with myself. Yes, the salary would have been better, but I chose training over that immediate increment that I would have gotten. Now, I'm the CEO of BlueTag Technologies Limited. My first role was to oversee the development of a product that is in use in over 40 private hospitals and almost 22 tertiary hospitals in Nigeria today. We also have the education technology servicing IMT and a lot of them. And then we recently started a new flagship project. The current CEO started with me as an intern and was earning 20,000, but he's just been approved as the CEO of that flagship transport solution and institution that we've just created. So it's worked over time. Now let's bring this down. What I'm trying to tell you is that while you are still in school, look for places. My current HRO came to the office and said, I don't have any skill, but I want to learn. Don't pay me for a period of 3 months. If I don't learn and deliver, then you can show me the way out of the door. And I told her, no problem, you can come in, stay 3 months, we'll get all the documentation, all compliance documentation done. And she is currently the human resource manager. That's not the only case. We have about 22 graduates. Well, not all of them are graduates, some that are still in school but are working with BlueTag Technologies. We have about 22 of them that are working with BlueTag in our Eastern operation. What that means is that the person who is cleaning the BlueTag office is a software engineer in training. That's what it means. The person who was the former cleaner before her is a tech support person today. Every single person who comes into the firm, what we'll do, we'll put them into a training plan, and we've now created a software development mentorship program for that purpose, where IMT students and other students from within the Southeast majorly are applying into, and we're training them. So when you come in, we ask you, beyond this role you're playing in 5 years' time, what do you want to be? What do you want to do for yourself? So we create the opportunity for you to outgrow the firm, because that's how we build loyalty. Every one of them, I ask them, 5 years' time, if you stay here and you're still the same person, we're going to sack you. You have to get to the point where I feel like I can no longer pay you, and we start to look at partnership to create either a special purpose vehicle for the next problem we want to solve in the sector. And that's how we've done it. So just to put this in summary, because my alarm is saying I'm 1 minute past the time, go knock on doors, offer your services for free. You will get rejection, but be persistent. Again, most importantly, try and go to where things are happening. Yes. Recently, we had the SCDC program that was just completed for funding accelerators and incubators. I'm the CEO of BlueTag, but I also represented in that event. And we were among the 15 accelerator programs that were chosen for the new SPVs that we're building. I saw young people who were thinking different ideas and different solutions. So if you just go to class and you come back and you're not thinking about the real problem out there, you really would not be ready for it. If you're not where your friends are challenging you, you really would not be ready for it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's excellent.
If you go to class and come back and go and watch Nigerian movie, you will end up being
Facebook, Twitter,
Listen, if you finish
Nando,
class by 12, like some of us, you have been wired
Ezioku.
every 8 o'clock to 12, and the students will be moving like there is this...
Do. I'm going to be here.
Half of them go to their phones, open their whatever, and start watching those that are creating Nigerian movies. After that, you see, hey, the way cheap are all my classmates. You can be classmates without being skillmates. So, after lectures, see what he did. We are saying all these things to her. Let us see what happens today. This is coming to the end of this wonderful whatever. Rector, sir. Rector, see one of the skills there.
All right. So please, Igwe, we appreciate you again for being part of this program. Please present a gift item to His Royal Highness Igwe Igweshi. Thank you very much.
Sorry? See, His Royal Highness wants to say, don't jump anymore.
Yes.
Rector, sir, your son Nzube was given a scholarship by His Excellency the Governor when he produced from EE Department IMT. This young man invented robotic filling station, engineering faculty. You should be proud of this person. The mechatronics, yes. Engineer 1 and 2, you should be prouder, and the rest of them all. And today, this young man has shown that beyond certificate, if you are intentional, if you are patient, if you are focused, that you can produce this and you can export it. Rector, sir, you brought Export Council to IMT. So Nzube and the loads of them that are here can micro-produce this, and we are going to make it to be macro and start exporting it. Let's put our hands together and appreciate this young man.
Super. So what is required is funding to make this work better.
It's a business opportunity. You can partner with him, you can partner with the school to let this be one of the things that His Excellency can project.
Yes.
Let's indigenalize it like it's an indigenous scale. And it's powered by solar that can last for 5 to 6 hours.
Yes.
No gasoline,
no fuel,
open homos or
no gas. This is solar powered machine.
Comfortable and can be intra-campus movement.
You know,
even in government
from gates to campus 4. From gates to campus 4.
This is customized IMT mechatronics product.
Yes.
Courtesy of Nzube Subi Oji. Let's put our hands together for that.
Thank you very much for making us proud.
Okay.
We are proud of you.
wanted to take one or two information or questions, but because
Time is not our friend. Time is not.
ending the birthday today. There will be birthday next year.
Yes.
So, the rector, sir, we kindly implore you to come and let's appreciate all the wonderful discussants here.
Yes. From the very first person to the last.
For a picture, get the gifts. My people, get the gifts.
From the very first person, from Esima, to the honorable member, through the CEO, Uli Furniture, to Q Power person, and then finally to the Blue Tag representative here. We are proud of you guys. You've inspired us this afternoon. You've touched us in so many ways. And I'm also sure that our students have been inspired by your presentations this afternoon.
Yes.
Very excellent presentations.
Before we go, once you are through with this, the GWL, the DSA will come for the tissue and bread promotion. Don't go here without tissue. Don't go here without bread. Don't be surprised somebody will buy this bread and distribute to the students that are here. You know, like the flavors. Be all safe.
Oshofuri na do no ma.
But do I have NG students here? NG2? My students here? And all of you that are remaining, marks for you for your quiz and assignment. For staying.
Unu agbakwana ndị ọzọ ka ha nachita azụ o.
For staying back.
Maka ọ dị ịta aka na unu esend be messages.
Okay, can we step forward for a group photograph? Thank you, my rector. One diploma.
One skill.
One diploma.
One skill.
Thank you very much.
Please, where is the Dr. Okenwa? Because there is no time, please. If you're here, step forward and then make your presentation concerning the bread and then the tissue paper. If not, I will invite the saxophonist to play again. The saxophonist, step forward, play while we are waiting for him.
Okay, before the saxophone will come to play, so that let us finish all these things. We have those that yes. Please, the records say that we should recognize those that have been serving in this institution and are still serving, not those that have retired. So permit me, because of time, Madam Resh, supposed to come and do this. Do you have? Can you rush on those experiences quickly? Come up and call the longest serving teaching staff, the longest serving non-teaching staff. Yes, I thought that you're supposed to be on the stage already at the call. And the shortest sitting staff, GWS.
Good afternoon, everybody. Standing on the already existing protocol, I'm privileged to stand here, and I'm happy to be here. I thank God that I am a part of this occasion, because looking at the establishment of IMT, I can say that IMT was established for my sake, in the sense that just barely 1 year after I was born that IMT was created. God knew that immediately I was born, then after 1 year, God was thinking of what to do to this young lady. He then allowed the creation of IMT. Thank God that he used the first lecture assumed duty in 1988, 5th December to be precise. And his name is Engineer Nnadi Vincent.
Engineer Nnadi Vincent. Chukwuelozona. Mechanical engineer, 5th December 1988. Kebono. Where is he? Okay, see him at the back there. This is a man that has not changed the date he entered IMT. Go to personnel. People are using T-Pes. People are using red beak. People are using black beak. But this person, his file is very, very clean. Let's appreciate him once more. 1988, Rector sir, the longest serving teaching staff. And he started from works department and got converted to that. We appreciate you, sir. It's one matter. Ndị paparazzi say nwoke ma photo. Don't change your year of starting this work, because you go get why you go shell it. All these tippers, we dry it in Jesus' name. May your tippers dry in Jesus' name. Work and retire can do also. Jesus. Longest non-teaching staff.
in the person of, she started in
1st May 1988.
maybe in 3 or 2 months' time she will retire, but she's privileged to be here.
Okay.
So her name is Mrs. Eze Teresa of Industrial Center.
Eze Teresa Chizoba. Niabo, is she here? Is she here? Has she retired? When you again, nobody knows so. Oyama. Okay, I'll check up. Huh? Okay, somebody should come and collect her own. Industrial Center man. Where is Dr. Industrial Center? Engineer Kevin Ugu. Okay, please come and collect on behalf of Dr. Okeude, please collect on behalf of that woman, okay? We appreciate her from the rector. Rector said we shall award good and excellent services. Later you go and extend the handshake, or you photocopy the hand and send it. Yeah, to shake the rector is not easy because this handshake of glory and destiny. Let's appreciate Madam Reg. Let's appreciate her. Rector, sir, we want to advertise this wonderful product. Fast. DSA, under 5 minutes.
Thank you, the capacity rector of the institute.
IGR people, lawyer.
Permit me to copy and paste the existing protocol. We are here to market our products. We have 2 products for sales this afternoon. One is our already existing brand, which is in the market already. And the second one is the Chia Rubber IMT Special Tissue Paper. It is ready for use. Rector, sir, we are about to take up the launch of this product. And with my team, please take 1 pack to the rector to launch for us. Hello? Take 1 pack to the rector immediately. And the reserve table to launch for us. Yes, on launching for us so that we'll take it. We are selling one at 2,000 naira. We have over 1,000 packs ready for sale. And the sale starts immediately. Leadership, they say, start from the top. Thank you, Rector, sir.
DSA,
Prof, sir.
this is my product.
Yes, sir.
Am I supposed to be launching my product?
Don't tell us that you want to take one at a tukun.
No. It said 1 pack is how much?
2,000 naira, sir.
1 pack is 2,000 naira.
Yes, sir.
So if I give people 20,000 naira, would that be
We'll
okay?
give you 10 packs, sir. Thank you, sir. Please don't be proud. 20,000 naira for the rector. Thank you so much. We have the deputy rector. Before we go to the deputy rector, Dr. Mrs. Honorable Ozo is here. Dogma, what do you think about our tissue?
I really like it, and I would like to support by getting 50 packs.
Wow, 50 packs. 50 packs, 100,000 naira. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, from the business community, it's human people.
Okay, so I also want to celebrate this innovation and this new venture. And on behalf of the entire Enugu Chambers of Commerce, we'll be supporting with 50,000 Naira's worth.
Thank you so much. Yeah, our partners are here. Please, our team, move this product to our partners' table. We need tissues in our territories, in our various offices, in our homes, in our cars. Somebody there, the team is there, they are taking note of it. Yeah, thank you so much. Power, everybody say power! Everybody say power! The Q Power people are here. Sir, what do you think about this?
Praise the Lord. We are supporting this tissue. We are going to take 20 packs, which is 40,000.
Wow. Thank you very much. The CEO, Blue Tech Technology, this is the man I reverence so much. Each time I see him in meetings and management programs, I always hope that one day I will be better than him. So what do you think about this?
50,000 Naira what?
50,000 Naira. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Between first...
Yes, please, we are going to give you account number right away, but we'll also flash it on the board, please. Please, where is the account number, please? Bossa, please. Display the account number.
Between 3rd and 7th of July 2026, we'll be having IMT Student Fair. That's the 12th fair for our students. And the promoter and organizer of this program is here. Please, I take the microphone. Dr. Barisco Anochie. Take the microphone to her. Let's tell her how she feels about this product.
Thank you very much. The product is very good, and I want to thank the rector for the amazing work he's doing in RMT. This is a new RMT, and as someone who is involved in a marketplace, I will take 10 packs, and I will also create a stand for tomorrow and from tomorrow to Saturday, where this tissue and other products will be marketed to the students and Enugu City as a whole. Thank you.
Thank you so much. 10 packs from promoters of the student welfare. SUG president, where are you? SUG vice president is here. Please discuss immediately and tell us what the student community are going to support, how are going to support this program. You have the hostels. We have the Chantal hostel, the male hostel, the female hostel. It should be part of the welfare program from the SUG to our students. So in less than 2 minutes, I'll be calling on SUG to tell us what they feel about this product. Yeah, okay, the SUG president is here.
Okay, thank you, my dear sister. Thank you, our father, director. On behalf of the Students' Union, we will be launching this tissue. We'll be going for 20 packs.
20 per SUG now.
Clap for SUG.
Thank you very much. 20 packs from SUG. That's 40,000 Naira. Not easy. This is economy. Thank you. The directors of various units are here. The deans of the faculty, our able deans. The HODs are here. Please, we are moving
please move round, meet the deans, and ask them for their luncheon. Personally, time is not our friend. Please quietly move to the deans, please. All right, so we have another executive order number 3. Executive order number 3. The rector has directed that every staff here must go with a pack. Every staff must go with a pack. Please share to all staff, get their name, give them account number to do it immediately. Executive order number 3. Executive order number 3. Please, please, where is the tissue? Distribute to staff. Every staff here must go home with 1 pack. Now, principal officers, if you decide to keep silent, well, silent is not an answer. You must launch. Your own is not 1 pack. Principal officers. Yes, they said I should give to Deputy Rector first to lead the team.
Okay, before I do that, Rector, sir, one of our partners here said that she's supporting you for identifying with the oldest serving staff. Let each of them come and take a pack of the tissue as part of the support from one of our partners here. So let's appreciate her.
We can see that some of our staff.
We have entertainment. If you like, you go. Entertainment now, Bruce double.
Please.
On behalf of we have the entertainment here. All the deans and HODs and directors, both teaching and non-teaching staff, please, you have your entertainment under this, one of the rooms there as you are sitting by the right. Then the partners we have and the management team, we are going to Campus 1 at council chambers to have entertainment. So HODs, deans, teaching and non-teaching, directors of programs, you have entertainment here, and the other people, like I mentioned, should go to Campus 1, partners and management, please. Then on behalf of the management team, we are giving 100,000 naira to support the rector, the management team, to give them. The students' entertainment should be passed through their SUG. SUG, go and pick entertainment from the planning committee. You are a member of the planning committee. So we are giving 100,000 naira from the management circle to support this wonderful program.
Mr. Vincent, please, you have a package here. Somebody said has just eaten with some packs of tissue paper. Please, if you are still around, Mr. Vincent, where are you?
SUG has increased their volume support to 50 packs, from 20 to 50 packs of the greatest Nigerian students. Thank you so much. Please.
Vincent is coming down,
Please, for the students that have stayed behind, SUG, second and
5.
Please go and take all the
bread.
All the 500 naira bread that are remaining there, and the 600 naira bowl, and see how you can share it to the students that are here. We are going to take care of that.
Oh, wow. What a lovely deal. What a student-oriented deal. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Thank you.
Please, those of us that are buying the tissue, the only way to support our rector is to do the transfer or pay cash. The recycling rector talked about during his talk It's all we are saying now. I know you have tissue at home, but this is our own. Internalize it. It's not all about comparing it with others. It's about us. The salary we earn, the IGR we are generating, the water tanker, the tractor, the tissue, the bread. That's the only way to encourage our professors. So that 2,000 naira you are passing with now is like a seed for this condition. So pay cash for the transfer and let it see the numbers before we
Give this account to them. Let everybody pay. Those who that have paid, let them pay or transfer to the money.
Let me support the record from this microphone. Thank you very much.
One lecturer, one tissue paper. One staff, one tissue paper. Please, let's support the institute. Let's support the rector. The rector has done noble to encourage us to entrepreneurs the system. It is on us to give him the maximum support. 2,000 naira. As you're taking your own, you give the person 2,000 naira. Or you transfer to the account. If you are a man of God, say something. Right on. Amen.
Your salary will drop in Jesus' name.
Amen.
And you shall buy tissue in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Dr. Chinwe, Chinwe Insurance.
Rector, there is a miracle here. This man came here empty-handed. Now he's going with a roll of tissue. Hallelujah, somebody. Yeah.
Dr. Phone.
If you know you are rector's friend, today can you say if you know you are my friend, if you know you are my friend, show me
Love. Show me love. Show me love. Yeah. Show me your tissue. HOD BAM. HOD, computer engineering. Chairman admission. All member. Okay. Purchasing. Show me your own. Chairman, exam coordination. Come and take your own.
Asia. Show the rector love. And think him. Alat na hada. Alat na hada. QS nebo. Kebe QS nebo na aga. Have you gotten approval for your QS accreditation? You are going. Go and sit down, sir.
I got the honor.
Chief Udenta has his own. Chief Udenta has his own. Taxation has her own. And Dr. Jobonwine, I can see your own there. Dr. Ayogo, that's your own. The HODs have complied, even Nadi. Nadi is there. And yes, bro. Yes, bro.
Wow. Hi.
I'm supporting original daddy, our rector, with the sum of
20,000.
Abụ nwanyị.
20 a na-akụkwa aka ebe a.
Dr. Mrs. Ude
20,000 naira.
Ochibua Ome, 20,000 naira to support the rector. And Ude, Dr. Ude now support the rector with 2 big tissue pads. 2. Akanabo. Support the rector, 1 lecturer, 1 tissue. Please. 1 staff, 1 tissue. Please, SUG.
This woman
share the bread.
She will need 2. She will need 2.
5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes. Share them.
Chief Ebo. Chief Engineer, Chief Dr. Ebo. HOD marketing.
Yes, sir. Remember the students' trust fair. The students' trust fair that will be starting tomorrow from the awareness ground. Everybody is expected to be there in numbers. Good things flowing.
HOD marketing.
Coming to IMT. Partnership. Coming to IMT. Starting at what time? Scholarship for students. The first to come in, we get scholarship. Entertainment, HODs, deans, directors, you go to the park there to do that. Why our partners, Q Power, and the rest of them all that are here, wonderful people, you follow the rector to Campus 1 for a very short, beautiful entertainment. Students, you have your own entertainment. Also added again, you have loads of bread. Show Mrs. Aijo Okoro, we can see you. Where is she? We salute the Nkwo people. Rector, we especially salute Nkwo people. The Nkwo people, yes. We are going to round off. The Nkwo people, take this announcement easy. Easy announcement. The ceremony continues this evening with a football match at IMT International Stadium by 4:30 p.m. A light football match at IMT by 4:30 p.m. And after that, we call it a day. So please, the entertainment and reception should be as announced. We are going to sing to the glory of God. From our program, we'll sing hymn 1 if Kena is still around. If not, we are going to pray. Thank you very much, everybody. Shall we stand up for prayers? Let's stand up. Tomorrow is work. Tomorrow is work. Stand up. Can we maintain silence everywhere, please? Easy. Don't be noisy. Get on. Without God, there wouldn't have been 1973. Without God. It started with God, and we cannot forget God by the side. So in this moment, we give God the glory by singing this wonderful song. God is working his purpose out. Just the first and the last stanza, and we share the grace. Hymn number 1. Last verse. filled with the glory of God as the waters cover the sea. Amen. Bless us, we pray, O Lord. Bless the food and water and drink as we take them. Lead us home safely and bring us back, O God, through Christ our Lord. Surely, goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our life, and we shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever, ever. The Lord be with you, and let us depart in peace. Thank you very much. Please, entertainment as announced. DJ, take over. God bless you.